Yeah.
All right, we're live now.
Whoa.
All right. Hey, everyone, speak in your normal tone of voice. I can adjust you.
Hello.
Oh, that's Blake. That's Blake. Blake sounds good. You
Hello.
Blake.
It's a pleasure to be here as always.
Cisca, talk to me.
It's a pleasure to be here as always.
You're a little quiet. You're a little quiet. I'm gonna bump you up a little bit. Hey, Chippy, how you doing in there,
Oh.
Chippy?
Oh.
Hello.
Okay.
It's me, it's Chippy.
That was definitely a little loud. Okay, all right. Hey, Chippy, can you please tell me about Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, but like in 10 seconds?
It's really good. You should play it. I love it. I think it's before its time. I think it's like a really difficult game, but it's not like unforgiving. And I think if you think it's too hard, shut the fuck up.
Get good.
Get good. Do better.
No. Honestly,
Why aren't you
no.
using the bait and the bombs, huh?
What?
You never use the bait and the bombs.
It's because I need to save them all, Chippy. I need to be level 99 at the
You
end.
gotta use them. Yeah, and you're gonna like die to like a swarm of bats.
Not
Little boy blue and the man
on the moon. When you gonna come home? I don't know when, but we'll be together then. That song makes me fucking cry, man.
Oh, you know what song makes me fucking cry every time?
Uh-huh.
Salisbury Hill by Peter Gabriel.
Okay. I gotta listen to that.
Fucking sobbing at my desk.
Let's fucking go.
Can't control it.
Also, hey, what's up, bozos? Hello, I'm your navigator, Maxi. Hello. We're actually showing the canvas now. Hello, everyone. I told you about Dragon Quarter. The Dallas did, but then Chippy left a whole like essay in the comments of that video, and I thought, you know what? Chippy sounded very, very passionate, and I love Chippy, and I never played Breath of Fire, so I'm starting with the first one. I already talked about this on, off stream, but like, kind of shocked by how ahead of its time that game is. Like, the fact that there's an auto battle button just blows my fucking mind. As someone who played a lot of Final Fantasies, let's be entirely honest, a lot of JRPGs, you don't do anything other than select attack for like the first like hour or 2 hours.
Yeah, and some JRPGs, it never stops. Just being that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. SMT, I'm looking
Some
at you.
classes in Final Fantasy 14, it never stops.
You know, so I very much appreciate it. There were some fights early in Breath of Fire 1 where I'm like, thank heavens that there is an auto battle button, because if you ask me to click attack 6 times because I'm fighting like 16 fleas, I'm like, if that button wasn't there, I would have run from the fight. I'll just be honest with you. I'm that lazy. But anyways, hello everyone. My name is Maxi. My pronouns are them. I am your navigator for today. Today we're drawing. I'm drawing with my butts. And I'm joined today, starting on screen order, closest to me is Plaguesworth.
Yo, what's up? I'm back. We made it. The truck couldn't hold me down.
Yeah, originally
truck,
Plague wasn't gonna get here on time because they needed someone to drive the forklift. By the way, Plague, I don't know if Nomia's messaged you, but Nomia keeps wanting to do that stream where they play forklift simulator and you like coach them.
We could do that, yeah. That'll be fun.
Yeah, by the way, Plaguesworth is forklift verified, by the way. Certified, thank you.
He's also verified on forklift.com.
He's verified on forklift.com. He's got the little forklift check mark.
It's forkliftsingles.com.
Yeah. Hot steamy forklifts in your area. That was said, by the way, earlier regarding just pressing attack in a JRPG. FF14 did have a counter to that really early on. The first boss, the Mist Dragon, will kill you if you attack it when it's charging up an attack. I remember that blowing my mind when I played that for the first time on the PS1 with the Final Fantasy Chronicles bundle? Because it was 2 games. It was Final Fantasy IV, originally on the Super Nintendo, but they released it on the PS1, alongside Chrono Trigger, one of the greatest deals in gaming, I must say.
Didn't you have that?
I did. No, see, I see. This is how Mom and Dad changed my life forever. Yo. Hi, Orange.
Hello.
Hello, Markle. And anybody else staying up getting their root canaled?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Canal every once in a while.
Markle.
That's a treat.
Don't forget to do whatever you need to do. Eat ice cream. I don't know what you do normally. But you know, if it makes you feel any better, mouth wounds heal insanely quickly. So you know what? You'll get better. You'll get better.
Is that your experience, Maxi?
Wait, hold up. Do people not does your mouth not heal quickly?
Mine doesn't know. It takes
My wisdom teeth took a long time.
Really?
It took a while.
Holy crap! Wait, hold up. Is this my superpower? Because I remember I had my wisdom teeth removed. Okay, and I remember I was in horrible, massive pain for half the day. Then I fell asleep, woke up, and I was okay.
I didn't have a lot of pain per se, but I had one of them needed stitches, so that was like really irritating in my mouth. In my mouth. I'm gonna put Doug over here.
So yeah, welcome to a drawing stream with my butts. We're using the program called Magma to draw together on the same canvas. We did a little bit of warming up, and you know, you can even see who's drawing where, which I find to be quite adorable. And yeah, my mission for today is to draw Pokemon from memory, and that's all I'm doing today. If you have a Pokemon you would like me to draw, go ahead and call it out. Otherwise, I'll just draw them in the order that they are in the Pokedex. We'll see how far we can get today. And other than that, we're here to yap, by the way. And by the way, I have to say, one of my... I loved Chocolate, also known as Annoying Orange, also known as Michael. You have to pronounce it like it's Michael Caine, by the way. Michael has a hearing aid that connects magnetically to the back of his ear. And we're like, yeah, you're a fucking cyborg. Let's go. Fucking love that. That is so fucking cool, man. Can we get some more cool technology like that?
No.
No, Chippy says no. I mean, like, the truth is, yeah, we're not allowed to. Yeah, no, I mean, like,
no. Technology is over. Chip said so.
Enough.
No more. Enough.
We're going back to the wheel.
I mean, like, I will say, I meant to get more stuff done this morning, but I went down a rabbit hole of looking up whether, this is also like LT's fault. LT on Blue Sky has a longtime mutual of mine. They were talking about how they miss their flip phone, and I'm like, man, I miss my flip phone too. And then I realized, what if I got a flip phone again? And then I was looking at the steps I would have to take, and that's how I spent my morning today.
Okay. What did you find?
It is actually super doable, and the plans are super cheap, and I could transfer my phone number as well.
So doable.
It's so quite doable. There wouldn't be a lot of friction involved, so I'm strongly considering.
Sounds fun too, though. Like there's something nice about like minimalistic lifestyle. You don't have to. I mean, you realistically speaking, phone-wise, I think we've kind of evolved too much into like relying on it. So
yeah, there's definitely we have hit the diminishing returns like, I don't know, half a decade ago.
Yeah, I was just telling my mom this morning that I wanted to stop doing the morning scroll.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm deteriorating. Well, maybe tomorrow. I already did it today, and I was like, this sucks.
I find my way. Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Did I let everyone introduce themselves? Holy shit.
They don't know who we are.
No, they just know that we're Luddites who hate technology.
Wait. Not the word Luddites again. Oh no. Plague. What are your pronouns? Did you say your pronouns? I don't know if you did.
Pronouns are he, him, and I draw things, and I am drawing Hello Kitty driving the forklift.
Yay!
Oh, cutting over to Hello Kitty driving the forklift. Delightful, delightful. Also, by the way, I have noted your favorite Pokemons. I will jump to them. Michael says I might just do a Maxi sketch. Dude! Sketch of Maxi? Of me? I have to redraw this Bulbasaur's backlight because he kind of looks like it's something else, and I don't want to have this conversation. So you know what? There you go.
Not again, anyway.
No curve, no bump.
I'm gonna draw plenty of penises when I do art for DSM. Don't you fucking worry. Chippy's gonna be like, yes!
I was actually just about to start wearing Maxi.
We haven't done the intros.
Cisca, who are you and what are your pronouns, please, before we start yapping?
Well, I'm Francisca. My pronouns are she, her. I do D&D and be overworked and sleep a lot, and that's me, basically.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And last but by no means least, Chippy, who are you and what are your pronouns?
Hi, I'm Chips, also known as Chipadees. I'm an artist on the internet. And I think you all should play Misericord Volume 1 and 2. Thank you.
I saw that you were talking about Misericord on your totally secret blue sky that nobody knows about.
Yeah, it's secret, it's locked. It has several keys behind it. Don't go looking for it, I'll kill you.
This kind of gives me Drawfee vibes. You know, Drawfee didn't invent drawing with your friends, by the way. I just want to say that, by the way. The Dallas asking the big questions. Do Venusaurs fuck? They are grass type. You know, I think some Pokemon definitely do pollination for sure. You know, Combies, they're up in everyone's shit for sure. But please insert a clip of me, it's a BDG, but it's overlaid with me saying, "We have done some shit to Combi." There you go. Planting? Could you imagine? Could you imagine, like, you know, it's the pandemic and people are growing their own crops, and I'm like, yeah, I'm growing my own Bulbasaur. And it's just like a little guy in a pot. That one didn't land. It's okay. It happens. So what I was going to talk about is that I was mentioning that I didn't want to explain the strange corpse-shaped object on the bottom half of my Bulbasaur, and this is a reference to the one time I met a kid while waiting in line to go to a diner. I was an adult at this time. They were a child. They were playing Pokemon Black on the DS. And again, this is after the time, so clearly someone gave them the console and they were playing the game and they were enjoying it, right? That's cool, you know. And I see a kid playing Pokemon, and I'm like, we'll bond with this kid. And we start talking Pokemon, of course, and that's adorable. But the kid is like, hey, you're an adult. Can I ask you this question? I'm really curious about this. They didn't frame it like that, but you could tell from the tone. And the kid shows me the cover to Pokemon Black, which of course shows the Pokemon Reshiram. Who has a curiously shaped tuft of hair in its crotch. And the kid asked me, what do you think this is? And the answer is, well, clearly it looks like a penis, but it's not a penis. It's just a tuft of hair that happens to be between its legs and shaped like a penis, but it's not a penis. And then I realized I have to have this conversation with this child. And I'm like, so I did what you do when a child asks a question you don't want to address, and you say, I don't know.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
I wasn't gonna tell the child that it wasn't a penis. That just opens more questions. You know?
I think so.
That's a penis.
That's a penis. Let me go check up on what my butts are doing. Yo.
Oh no!
That dark mode enabled by the way. Dark mode.
Sorry. I hit dark mode on accident.
All right.
There you go. Hello Kitty is driving all the US imports of Switch 2.
Yeah. Wait, hold up. I'm stupid. Of course it's Pokemon eggs. We know that. every Pokemon reproduces by eggs, including the ones that don't.
And killing the ones that don't, folks.
And killing the ones that anyways. So Switch 2 happened. What is everyone's thoughts other than wow, congratulations American politicians for making the Switch 2 effectively $100 more expensive for no fucking reason.
I didn't have a lot of thoughts because I'm not, planning on buying a new Switch, but I'm kind of curious to see what they do with Duskbloods.
Oh, for sure. Apparently, I saw a post that the article of Miyazaki talking about it is out, and it's a player versus environment game, but it's like up to 8 players, I think.
Okay.
Which again, building a FromSoft game from the ground up to be multiplayer, hell yeah, I love that. And Kitty rightfully pointed out that FromSoft uses the side games as a chance to experiment with features. So you just know that they're probably gonna do some sort of more multiplayer stuff later, and this is how they're getting the foot in the door.
Certainly.
I haven't seen that many games, but because I kind of woke up and I was like, oh, I kind of looked on TikTok and somebody was just kind of watching the stream happening, and as soon as I turned it on, the only thing that I saw was the ad for the game where you're like in a wheelchair and you're playing like Rocket League.
Yeah, it's a Drive Force? No, Drag Force, I think.
Yeah, I watched it and I was like, what in the world? And I fell asleep.
I will say, out of context, it does seem like a fake made-up game. I will say, out of context, it does look incredibly made up.
Because he just threw me away, so I thought it was like a fever dream. I was like, Nintendo Switch 2 top game, Rocket Wheels or something like that.
Rocket Wheels. That's
actually thoughts about that.
Huh?
Did Kitty have any thoughts about that?
Kitty thought, hold up, why are the captions not working? Kitty thought it was cute.
It has cool like it reminds me of like the what you call the tsunami guy, which was pretty cool.
There are a lot of people who are it's one of those weird things, like whenever like anything featuring disabled people appears, where like there are people who are like, this is cool just that it exists, and then there's the people who are like, is this appropriate representation? And then you get the assholes who are like, what's all this inclusion doing in my video games? So it's a bit of a complicated topic. I just think it's cool. I think it's cool that there is a game like this. I wish it looked better. I wish it had the art style of like ARMS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish it had more, because it definitely
be accessible.
It definitely looks kind of budget. I'm not gonna lie. So one has to wonder if maybe they didn't think it was worth going all out on. Nonetheless, I'm happy that it exists, and I feel bad because I'm not a competitive girly. I'm not about competitive games. Much to the chagrin of all my friends who are playing Marvel Rivals at the moment, but I'm happy that it's there for the people who like to, grind on the ladder, or alternatively grind against your butts with your wheelchairs. That's fine. Not for me, but also hi Dale.
Hello.
I feel bad because I wish that and again, Chippy, this is not a targeted hate crime. I wish that I liked Splatoon. Splatoon is a little too fast for me.
This is a targeted hate crime, by the way.
Chippy's like, you didn't have to tell me this, Maxi.
I didn't need to know this.
You could have just kept your mouth shut. Also, hi Kendra.
Hey bud.
I think it's a fun game. It's just too fast for me, I wish the rounds were like 6 minutes instead of 3. And okay, Chippy internally. I never thought Maxi could be this wrong. It's finally happened. I'm sorry.
Friendship ended with Maxi.
No, you know,
Consequences for this.
on honestly, like you're so real for that, honestly. Speaking of things that I do for friends, I listened to a podcast for the first time in like 2 years because of Kendra, and I have thoughts, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I hadn't listened to a podcast in forever. Let me scan my friends. Holy shit, Cisca's going hard. What's happened to podcasts, man? It was a 40-minute podcast where every 10 minutes they were like, and now we're cutting to ads, and it's like, hello there, I'm Jenny from the Reschooling My Children's podcast, and I want you to talk to you about Purina. And I'm like, who cares? Okay, no one is listening to these ads willingly. So people are spending money up to put these ads, and no one's listening to them. So no one's making any money. So essentially, every 10 minutes, I have to do a QTE. I have to do a quick time event to skip, but not over skip. And I'm like, this is such a suboptimal listening experience. Anyways, it was a fun podcast. Thank you for sharing, Kendra.
The experience of podcasting by itself is bad, is what Maxi is saying, though the content of this particular one wasn't even that terrible.
You got a podcast under the influence, I feel.
Plague, how often do you podcast under the influence?
Oh, all the time. I don't let the cops get me, though. I just gotta make sure I got my ID, and whenever they pull me over, I'm like, oh, I was listening to Jimmy Bishmati, and they're like, oh, okay, oh, shit.
Jimmy Bishmati! Dude, I love Jimmy Bishmati. I love that bitch.
And they're like, oh, I thought Jimmy Bishmati got cancelled, and I'm like, oh.
And I'm like, well, this is
different reason.
This is not really your job, Mr. Cop. Please leave me alone.
Mr. Cop.
This eye visor kind of looks cute. It's all... I'm drawing everything on an angle, so that's just life. Deal with it.
You know what I'm gonna draw right now? I'm gonna draw one cube creeper, because the movie's coming out this week. Are you excited to see the number one movie in America?
God fucking damn it! But you already Plague already sent us images of the McDonald's meals.
Gaming is officially. But Max, make a poll. Ask people, is gaming back?
Okay.
Yes or no?
Okay.
And then we'll see who the real gamers are.
Okay. Is gaming back? Yeah. Nah.
Kendra should play Minecraft again. But Kendra, your motion sickness.
There you go, fellas. There's a new poll. Please vote on it. Is gaming back? Is gaming back, by the way?
Oh, I want to. The way that you spell yay, I kind of don't want to vote for it. I don't vote for yay to be.
God damn it!
Max, I think you said gaming back 20 more years just for that poll. You know what? Nah, gaming's not back. Yeah. Yeah, don't vote it.
Gaming's over.
Are you saying that? I didn't mean to poison the pool, by the way. Honestly, I didn't want to bother putting the H and the A.
You couldn't put in the effort.
I couldn't put in the effort. I'm sorry about this. I did not mean to poison the pool.
You knew better. You just didn't care.
Chippy's so real for that. You know what, Chippy? For that, I'll become a Splatoon esports master.
So you don't even need to go like super competitive in Splatoon. Like, I don't actually like a lot of like the ranking stuff, partially because I'm bad at it. But like, I fucking love Salmon Run. Don't talk about Captain Astronaut. You can form your own opinions, Maxi. I promise you. You have free will.
I don't know. I like Captain Astronaut, and like, you know, he I don't know. He has opinions on Salmon Run. You know, by the way, I know that you knew. I know that you knew what I was thinking. Oh my god.
I knew because you brought it up every time I say Salmon Run.
I'm sorry that you know me too well. Yo, thank you for the
Oh, well, now
goober.
we
Thank you for the
don't
goober, Michael / chocolate.
Goober.
Hee 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 hee. Little goober in our chat, thank you.
Fantastic.
I actually like the really sharp pigtails. I
Those are
realize
weapons.
my hair is long enough now that I can do space buns now. Maybe I should do space buns for an event that's happening this weekend that I can't tell you about.
Oh, yeah.
Alright then, keep your secrets.
Kendra says, today I remembered Reddit existed, so that's been fun. I wish I lived in Kendra's fucked up version of reality.
Where Reddit didn't exist until today, yeah.
And you know that
What a blessed existence.
and you know that Kendra only remembered Reddit because of a specific drama that's going on too, so like, you know.
See, I'm very aware of Reddit because whenever I have to ask Google a question, I add Reddit
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
end these days.
Yeah, no, you're 100% correct. That's the way to go. When I was looking up ways to dump my phone, I just immediately added Reddit at the end because why would you do anything other than that?
It's like Ask
What
Jeeves.
drama? Oh my god. Don't worry about it, Kendra.
Oh, they don't even know, Maxi. They don't even know.
They don't even know. Dude, could you imagine, like... I keep thinking about the dream of becoming a hermit and just living in the woods. But like,
And?
but in the woods with like Wi-Fi and like games.
So glamping.
No, I don't want to glamp. Glamping and glumping is banned on this stream, by the way.
What about
I'm
yaoi
not allowed to
paddles?
tackle hug anyone anymore.
You know what? You know what? I talked about this on Nomia's stream yesterday. Okay, I think it's time for people to be louder and queerer and freakier than ever before. So you know what? Yaoi paddles are back.
Let's fucking go. We're gonna break spinal cords with this one.
You know what?
Alright, somebody
You know what?
please explain what a yaoi pedal does to me.
To you specifically, nothing. You're immune to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do I explain yaoi paddles? Okay,
No, it's just a paddle that says yaoi on it.
and they were sold at
Smack people with
conventions.
it.
They were
Yeah.
sold at conventions during a certain time period, and because of the weirdness of like 2010s like conventions, people ended up banning them. But it was also partially because they were being used to smack people, but also because of like, ew, no, boys kissing, that's gross. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Get out of here. Get out of here, you bozo.
Okay.
Also, I will say I joked about the spinal cord injury. That is a rumor. Apparently, it didn't actually happen. But people have been injured by them.
Whoa,
Because
whoa, whoa.
people
Are you
are
telling me that
crazy.
people were making rumors on the internet of stuff that
Yeah.
didn't happen?
There's like rumors that like one of my friends died at a convention because she slipped on
Huh?
the floor. Yeah, like people like made up rumors that she like died and like had to go to the hospital, and it's like she slipped. She's fine.
That not to bring Kendra in, but like Kendra's been involved in so many like small internet groups that I'm like, that feels like a straight up Kendra story. It's like, oh yeah, that rumor is not true. I was there when it happened.
I mean, I've also been in a handful of internet groups.
Yeah, you know you have, but
I've told you lore.
but unlike Kendra, you keep quiet about it. Unlike
Yeah.
Kendra, you learned the
Oh.
rule of shut the fuck up Fridays.
Maxi, by the way,
Yeah, what's up?
could you please expand the canvas a little bit?
Yeah, of course. No, I don't know.
I'm
what
running out of space for my monsters.
Huh. Where would I go? Drawing settings? There we go.
I'm mesmerized
Oh
by your
crap!
free
I'm not the
birthday.
admin of this fucking. Hold up. Turns out I'm not the admin, but I can become the admin.
Okay.
I should have drawn boxes or something to guide my Pokemon doodles, man. Anyways, application settings. No.
The #1 movie in America.
Oh, we're back. Okay, sorry, we're back to this now. All right.
#1.
All right,
I
Plague.
really like.
Say it. Say it.
Wicked, get out of here, Wicked. Wicked, it's over. It's over,
Yeah.
Wicked. You've sang for far too long. We'll see you on
Yeah.
Wicked 2. But Minecraft is here. The
Oh,
number
yeah, that
one.
happened.
People are saying critically acclaimed. Critically the video game
Thank you,
company acclaimed.
Holy shit, Blake, that icon looks insane.
Yeah.
And here I
it's a
am drawing
crazy
fucked up little
creeper.
guys. Oh man.
All right, next monster.
Are those guys
I'm
from
actually-
The
Wilds?
big chicken. Yeah.
Are you guys drawing
Not the
Giant
boar, I
Cuckoo
just-
the chicken? I love him. He's my boy.
I only just. You know, he's the first monster you fight in high rank. Like you have to
Wait,
go like
you have-
basically an entire game before you get to him.
Real Giant Cuckoo?
That's right.
They made Giant
But you know
Cuckoo
that-
the first high rank fight?
Yeah. It's really funny.
Okay, I want you to understand. Okay, okay. So you know how like in Iceborne, in Iceborne, Barioth is a really hard fight, right? Barioth is really hard. And in Sunrise, Barioth is one of the early fights, and he's fucking easy as hell. He's a joke, right?
Yeah.
Imagine
You
that
mean Rise, yeah.
in Rise. Sorry. Imagine that in reverse for me, because like Giant Cuckoo is the first official monster that you fight in the original game. It's like the first real monster. He is a test for players who haven't been paying attention, but he is also dirt easy. He is dirt easy and predictable. I can't even imagine what they could do mechanically to make him hard.
Well, they gave him a shit ton of HP, and you know, at high rank, you just got your regular rank armor. He just does more damage. That's it, basically. He doesn't even have that much HP compared to like other monsters at that level. It's literally just the game being like, all right, you think this guy is silly, but watch out, he throws magma.
Magma.
I mean, like you know, speaking of Magma, yeah, no, he's just a silly little guy. I can't believe they went ahead and made him strong. I'm happy for him. Good for him.
Not that fight, also like the quest leading up to it, because your handler Alma is basically like, all right, these fucking idiots have gone out long enough. You need to kill all of them. And then your character just goes, I guess.
like just to understand the context within which Giant Cuckoo exists is that like he's such a joke character, and again I love him. He's my favorite, by the way, but he is a bit of a clown that like. To spice things up, they made a stronger, eviler version of him, called Giant Garuga, and they really went on all out. But like, in order to, they literally had to like make him into a shonen villain to make him interesting and hard to fight. And I'm like, that's hilarious.
Let me look that up.
Look up Giant Garuga. He's actually in Iceborne, but post game.
Ah, yeah.
He's missing an eye.
Could you spell that for me?
YIAN. Garuga. 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 No worries, Chocolate. Thank you for joining us today.
Is my boy Gypseros back? Or-
He is actually. Gypseros is back.
Oh, gaming is back.
Yeah, a whole generation of gamers are gonna learn that monsters can fake their own death.
I love that.
It's my favorite thing because like that will trick you. That will work once. It will work once, but my god, if it isn't gorgeous when it works. I will say Gypseros suffers.
I've seen clips.
Yes, go on.
I've also seen clips on the subreddit of other monsters trying to hunt Gypseros and thinking they're done with him, and then he just leaves.
I love that. I love that so much. He also, I will say though, Gypseros, again, it's a Gen 1 boy, and in Gen 1, they didn't know what they were doing. Let's just call it, let's just call a spade a spade. They didn't know what they were doing. Gypseros suffers from a little bit of what I would describe as design bloat, where they're like, well, what can we make him do? And then they're like, okay, what if he plays dead? And then the Capcom guy's like, that's nice, but we need something else. Okay, what if he throws poison? And then they're like, okay, and then the lead director is just doing the give me more sign. And then they're like, okay, he can steal your items if he hits you with his beak. And then he keeps doing the hand symbol. And then they're like, they're sweating. And then they're like, he can flashbang you. And then, not happy, the developer keeps doing the hand symbol. And then eventually they're like, and he has rubbery skin, so he takes less lightning damage, and he's harder to hit. And I feel like that's when the guy was satisfied. He was like, you know what?
That's a crazy power creep. That's a crazy power creep.
It legitimately feel like there are other monsters in Gen 1 where like you can tell that they had an idea for what they were supposed to do. Giant Kutku is a little guy. He has a beak, so he gets you with the beak. He shoots fire. That's his thing. And then you have Gypceros, who's just like, yeah, I'm like a fucked up like Pokemon fusion essentially. Also, welcome back, Kendra. Speaking of tokusatsu ripoffs and giant monsters, can we talk about how Plague robbed an old woman blind?
I didn't rob her. I mean, she was selling
I can't
her
believe
collection of
you
Godzilla VHSs, but she listed she listed them as like dinosaur VHSs.
Wait, was that real? I thought that was a joke that you wrote. She listed them as dinosaur VHS tapes?
Well, because I mean, if it makes more sense once I realized, because I found her on like Facebook, and she was selling her collection, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm interested. I'll buy it. And then I drove over there, and I realized it's kind of like it's like a very rich area that I've never been to. And it's like a super pretty area too, so I could understand why like it's like older people that don't really know. They're probably like, oh, I found this in my basement that my kid had or something, and like I don't know what it is.
You should have asked her if she had
like, yeah,
Pokemon cards like in the.
I could have or something like that, but I get it. She's like, I don't really have a use for the VHSs. She mentioned that 2 of them were not working. But like, holy crap! Like, I think you saw the picture, right? They're like in mint condition.
Yeah, no, like
pristine.
It's that meme. It's that meme that like, hey, I went to my parents' place and I found all my Pokemon cards, and they're in boxes, sealed product that is now worth like 6 figures.
And it's crazy, because I tried them, and it's like she was mentioning like 2 of them weren't working, or like 3 of them weren't working. And I just let her know, I kind of like fixing things, so I'll probably just enjoy cracking them open and like rewiring them or whatever, retaping them or and whatnot. So, but yeah, no, like it was like $50 for for all of them.
And also I have to stress this, by the way, they looked mint, like we're talking like brand new, no damage at all. Insane.
Let me see if I can see which ones I got, and I'll tell you. So I got, and I was kind of like so excited about it that I showed to my dad, and he was like, "What the hell?" Even he was excited about it.
Hell yeah!
I have, and these are crazy. These are like the kids' edited versions.
What?
Of the movies as well too.
That's incredible.
It's a Gamera versus Gauss. Kids, just for kids.
Just for kids.
Can a vampire super bad put the bite on the super turtle?
Oh my god, that's incredible.
So I have that one. I have Godzilla 1985, The Legend is Reborn, which is pretty sick. I have Godzilla versus Gigan.
Okay, your boy Gigan.
If no one's Gigan, I know Gigan got me. It's Godzilla versus Monster Zero. And then I got like 5 more. I got Terror of Mechagodzilla, the kids version of Gamera versus Barugon.
I wonder if the kids version just gets rid of all like the military subplots that it's in all those movies.
I think so, because I started watching the Gauss one, And the subplot, it's basically like they're like farmers, and they're like, oh, we can't. It's like, officer, we can't farm this thing. There's a giant guy over there. Oh, news reporter. There seems to be like a thing that we gotta go check.
Okay, you have
And there's,
no,
like, a little
no.
kid that's,
Hold
like,
up.
begging them.
Were they speaking in a transatlantic accent?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Like, well, we gotta go fix that thing.
Hi,
I
Erasmo.
can't do that.
Yo, Erasmus going to Chicago today? Holy crap. Wow, we have like 3 people in chat from Illinois. Oh fuck, I forgot to finish the poll. By the way, ending the poll, is gaming back? The answer appears to be no. Gaming is not back.
That's a
Damn.
I would say that's a
Less
fixed
back,
poll
in
because
fact.
Max. Thanks to Maxi, that was a fixed poll.
Yeah,
That's
the
a bad poll,
data.
Maxi.
The data's
I'm
bad.
sorry.
The data has gone bad. Me looking at my fridge. The data has gone bad.
Say, honey, we gotta get new data. Yeah, like what Kendra said, like some of the dubs for the Godzilla movies can be pretty goated. And they're like super, like it's just, I don't know. I just been liking collecting VHSs.
No, for sure. No, I mean, like, people who don't know behind the scenes, we've been going out to a bunch of like secondhand thrifting places and looking for VHS tapes, and like Blake has been showing me clips of him watching VHS movies, and I'm like, they do look better. I'm sorry, it just looks better. It just looks better. He was showing me clips from Back to the Future, and I'm like, holy crap, this looks so good.
And it's funny because today my dad, he went to a thrift store, and he got me like 2 VHS as well too. And,
What did he get you? What did he get you?
The Jungle Book. That one's a little bit beat up, but I can probably make it into like a thing where I make like a new cover and whatnot. And then he got me a sealed copy of The Wizard of Oz.
What?
Dude.
And he found them for like 99 cents each.
That's kind of crazy. Holy crap.
Yes, that's cool. Anyway, gaming is back.
Well, speaking of gaming, I mean, like Plague, they announced that for the Switch 2, or just for the Nintendo Switch Online, GameCube games are being added to the list. And you'll be.
Oh, really?
You know, no, yeah. Oh, this is how I know that you were actually sleeping. Okay, so Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2,
Ooh.
F-Zero GX.
Ooh.
I
okay.
know, right? These are good picks.
They got some bangers in there. When they gonna add WrestleMania 19?
So I've actually been looking into GameCube emulation just because I was just feeling like it, and like I was looking through a list of ROMs, just in a master list, of course, you know, on Wikipedia.com, of course, and I'm like, wow, there aren't a lot of games for the GameCube, but I mean, WrestleMania or WWE SmackDown 19, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Day of Reckoning 2.
Yeah, this is some. It had a really good story too. So they're really nice games.
Yeah.
I like the wrestling games. Yeah.
Dale says you should try Gran Turismo on the GameCube. Is it just called Gran Turismo? I'll try it. Fuck it. Also, this Charmander came out really cute. This is a really cute Charmander.
That's an amazing Charmander.
I'm gonna stop tilting my canvas though, because holy crap. Yo, Cisca's going hard. Hot damn.
I'm just drawing.
Yo.
I'm just trying to remember all the monsters I fought in the game, and then trying to draw them from memory.
What does it look like? Dog Walker is like a Beastmaster. Painting all these.
He's not Dog Walker, he's Beast Walker now.
Oh,
Oh, Peace Walker! Hell yeah!
Monster Walker. Yeah.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Solid Walker.
Solid Walker.
Liquid.
Oh, don't forget Solidus Walker.
Yeah, don't forget Solidus Walker, also known as President Sears of the United States of America. Metal Gear is a very
Freaking
stupid
heck.
franchise, and no one should take it seriously.
It got me back into Duran Duran for what it's worth.
Yeah, I was showing Max that song. Invincible or Invincible?
Invisible. Oh, that one's good.
Invincible.
Oh yeah, I meant
That's
to add that
just
song
nice.
to my like listen to. You know, I'll do it. I can't do it right now. I'm streaming.
I've been
write it
listening
down.
to it pretty much every day, and it's great workout music also. Just Duran Duran in general. Is it Duran Duran or Duran Duran?
It's Duran Duran.
You had it right.
Can you imagine if it was Duran Duran? Oh my god.
Duran
Duran Lagan?
It's pronounced Duran Lagan. Oh my god. Kendra says I saw a pop vinyl for Naked Snake and I was like, I can't handle this. That's right. That's right. Yep. The thing that gets me is that like we're so deep in the gaming minds that we have just accepted that Solid Snake is a perfectly normal name for a secret agent. As though it isn't just another term for penis, you know?
I feel like I've never made the penis connection until just now.
I will say we were talking on your D&D campaign how like Cisca's like I'm so very much ace that I don't think about this stuff, such as like all the enemies that keep tying us up. And it's just like, oh no, another boss monster that ties you up with vines or like rope, and it was fucking Xiomara who was like, this is strangely kinky, and then Cisco was like, no. I want to say though, I respect it though. Okay, Cisca's like, it wasn't meant to be kinky. No, I respect it. No, and honestly, you should.
You, Maxi, I couldn't dedicate so many hours of my life to making a game that is 50% mechanics and 50% sexual innuendos.
Hey, this is about me. Hold up, I'm in this picture. I'm looking at that's me. I'm in this picture. You think DSM is 50% innuendos?
No, I think it's more like 90-10.
No, this is fair. This is fair. I mean, it hits a nice balance between, haha, that's funny, that's just a word for sex, and also like, haha, it's a mechanic that is fun. Nomia had a good time yesterday. That made me very happy.
Yeah, that was a fun stream.
Excellent. Alright, that's... Gosh, what was your name? Remember all the other names? We've got Ray Dow and Uthduner and...
Oofdooner?
Frickin'... Uthduner, yeah.
Oofdooner.
There's, like the one I drew at the bottom, it's just a big axolotl fish guy.
Yeah,
His whole power is that he's got a lot of weight. And he can, like, cause quakes and, like, waves and all that.
I respect that.
UTH-DUNA. The second, like, boss monster you fight, which is not yet a dragon, is Ray Dow, which is basically Rathalos but lightning.
Oh.
The third one is an octopus, same as the fifth one. The fourth one is this huge guy who can manipulate the temperature. By the way, just stop me if you don't want me to keep talking.
No problem at all.
I don't remember his name anymore.
I do want to add, Kendra, you should draw today. You know, take today's stream as a sign that you should draw.
Yeah.
Also, oh my god, the Plague, your creeper looks so fucking good. Holy shit. And then I love your drawing of Steve from Minecraft. I could tell from a mile away that was Steve from Minecraft.
Oh, see, there you go. #1 movie in America.
Are we gonna go watch it?
I really like the compilation of him just saying the names of things from Minecraft. So he's just like, Steve, crafting table,
That's
ender
the diamond
pearl.
sword.
Plague,
We should go watch it.
Are we gonna go watch this movie for children, Plague?
We should go watch it.
God damn it.
It's like just to pay our
Children's
respects
movies.
To who? To who? Cinema?
to gaming.
To car gas.
I
And I'm gonna get Maxi the pickaxe popcorn bucket.
I will say, if there's something that I don't need in my life, is most definitely a popcorn bucket. It feels so weird to go into a movie theater with your own popcorn bucket. That's like, haha, I'm at the restaurant with my own salad dressing, and I'm like, please.
From my own ranch.
Kendra says, chat, am I MLM? You are.
Multi-level marketing.
No, it's men loving men.
You haven't tried to sell me any knives lately, Kendra. I think you should, like, pick that up a bit.
Yeah, Kendra.
Yeah, and, like, if you recruit me to your cause, like, you know, the money will, like, you know, it'll come to you, you know?
No, you have to manifest the money coming, okay? The money doing what?
The money
okay.
what?
Okay, yeah. Can you believe that I got through the entirety of DSM without making that joke, specifically?
I can't believe it. I'm shocked, actually.
I could have written it in there somewhere, but instead I wrote such lines such as, in this non-stop nutting state.
Okay.
And it won't stop nutting, and it won't
Stop nutting, and you won't stop nutting. No, thank you, thank you. Charmeleon, what the hell is your little chest pocket colored? I think it's just like lighter. I think it's just lighter, honestly. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon TCG Pocket, but more importantly, do you guys want to take a wild gander as to what the... Because in Japan, they love to give nicknames to anything, okay? So what do you think the nickname for Pokemon TCG Pocket is in Japan?
Pokey in my pocket.
Okay.
Pocket?
Pocket. So, you know, in Japan, it's not called Pokemon, it's Pokemonster. Usually shortened as just, Pokemon. But for TCG Pocket, it's Poke, which is adorable, insanely adorable. But I found this out. I found that out because I ended up finding this article. I think it's Rascal. It's rascal.com, I think.
Rascal.
It is.
Rascal.
I have it in here. I have it here. It is rascal.news. Rascal.news is a lot of like gaming like articles. And they had an article on this small Japanese town made their own trading card game, except the people on the cards are not Pokemon or monsters. They're elderly members of the community to help younger kids get a bond with the people in their community. So you have like this guy who's like a former fireman, and his card is called Firewall. And there's like kids.
That's really sick.
There's
that's
kids.
Really cool.
Let me actually I'll post the link. I believe the preview image shows you. Actually, you know what? I'll show you. I'll show you guys first. Where did I put it? Oh, where did it go? There it is. This image is incredible. But they were showing that it was part of like a community program for like volunteers, and it's just like to get kids to like be like, hey, you know, there's people in your community doing stuff. You should like check that out. And like they sell the cards at the community center. You can get 3 cards for 100 yen, which is pretty cheap. But you can get a pack of 5 of them for 500 yen, and one of them is hollow. And then it shows the kids. I put it in Mod Chat, by the way, if you want to see the image. And I'll show it on the stream as well. I'll show it on the stream as well. Let me go find Firefox.
Dude, I want a legendary bus driver.
There you go. Yeah, this is what it looks like, by the way.
Oh, it's a forklift guy.
Yeah, there's a forklift guy. And it's formatted just like Pokemon. There's like a rule system. And like it's so fucking it's so I keep thinking about this. So cute. It's so cute. Anyways, just you
couldn't do this in Germany.
You couldn't?
No, people here suck.
Cisca, okay. Cisca, I'm gonna have to ask you to sit down. There's 3 Americans in this chat, okay? Nobody sucks more than us. Know your place, Cisca. Nobody sucks more than us.
For once, I wasn't talking about. For once, we weren't talking about you. How about that?
Damn. No. I don't like it when it's not about me. What was that quote, Chippy? What was the quote of the bird?
I am upset when it's not about me.
I'm upset when it's not about me.
I am upset when it's not about me.
Thank you. Sorry, like my dyslexia fixed it. It was wrong, but it flipped back to being correct. It's with a dyslexia.
You love to see it.
There have to be templates for this, says Kendra. Oh yeah, you can also just make your own. Like I legitimately think that if you use Google Sheets, you could make that really easily. Because you just add shapes. Also, why is the page reloading? Okay.
Yeah, it used to be I don't know if they still do this, but there used to be a thing at like artist alleys where they would make like artist trading cards to trade between the tables.
I love that.
I always thought that was so cute.
Oh yeah, also I read the article and I watched a couple of the videos on the. Oh, by the way, I forgot the name of that TCG is called the Oji-san TCG, which Oji-san is like older man, respectfully. You know, it's just like the Oji-san TCG. But they also had like full art holo promos of some of the members of the community too.
Oh my god!
You could pull the you could pull the sushi restaurant sushi chef full art reverse rare. Oh, sorry. Oji-san means grandpa. Thank you, Dale. Thank you for keeping me honest. Kendra, I do want to say, by the way, there are apps that you can use for drawing on your puter. You know what? I think I still have my. I think I have a Wacom pet a Wacom tablet somewhere. You know,
a screenless one.
A screenless one. I mean, those are also like really cheap too. You know what? Hold up. How much is the Wacom bamboo?
Hey, that's what I'm using.
$50, right?
That's what Chippy. Wait, Chippy, you...
I've been using the same ancient bamboo.
Holy shit! You don't
late high school.
You don't have one with a screen?
No.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Chippy's so powerful. Wait, yeah, Chippy's incredibly powerful.
I've never used a screen before.
Me when someone handed me a smartphone for the first time. Holy shit. Well, Kendra, by the way, you too can buy the same tool that Chippy uses for $40 on Amazon right now.
Yeah, she's old reliable. She's very sturdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kendra...
I've dropped her so many times.
Yeah, look up a Wacom bamboo. That's your fix right there, Kendra. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Don't forget to use...
It's a Wacom Bamboo CTH670. It's old.
All jokes aside, it is actually pronounced Wacom.
Wacom.
Wacom. Wacom and Molem.
Get whacked.
I'm just whining. Shut the fuck up, Kendra. You have a problem? I just fixed it for you. Don't buy an iPad. Just use your computer and a Wacom tablet. If it's good enough for Chippy, it's good enough for you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do also want to, by the way, I did actually use a screenless Wacom tablet for a long time. It wasn't actually until Plague actually gifted me his screen Wacom tablet. Well, he lent it to me. It's not mine. He lent it to me. I still have it.
I actually did give it to you.
Did you give it to me?
Yeah.
No. I said I asked if I could borrow it.
Oh, did you want it?
I mean, I'm not using it at the moment.
Oh.
I mean, I guess I'm not using it at the moment.
If you want it, I don't need it.
Yeah, because you have a bigger one now.
Yeah.
Does anybody want a Wacom Cintiq that's been sitting in my storage closet for the last 2 years? Kendra chat. Yes, onegaishimashita. So my only issue is that like I don't know if your computer can handle this antique. But hey, you know what?
You made like a connector.
They definitely do. You know what, Kendra, message me. Let's get in touch, Kendra. My one thing is that it's big. It's big and bulky. But you know. Anyways, literally figuring out logistics with my friends. You're also funny humoring me. You mean like taking care of you? Because you're our friend? You bozo? You clown?
Like we like you or something.
You trans man clown? Now, I'm not saying that you are a clown for being a trans man. No, you happen to be a trans man who is also a clown. Very different.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, as you say. There's only one. Jokes for no one, cisca.
No. I got it. I realized that I haven't drawn in like 10 minutes. Chippy, you're so good, Chippy.
Thank you.
That's your Android character, isn't it?
The one I'm working on right now, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Nina.
Nina. So cute. God. And then, yo, Plague brought it back. It's Steve. It's Steve and it's Godzilla. Godzilla's so good, Kendra. Look at this.
Minecraft Steve.
Oh my god. Steve.
Minecraft Steve. Flint and Steel. Flint and Steel. #1 movie.
Fuck, we're gonna watch that tonight, aren't we? Fuck. I mean,
it's gonna be a Joker 2 situation, though. I feel like if we go there tonight,
no, you can't say
if
that.
we go there tonight, there's gonna be a couple like fucking in the back or something.
Joker 2 situation is literally people having sex in the movie theater behind us. It can't be. It's gonna be children in there.
I know, but there's perverts.
There are perverts.
There's Minecraft perverts.
Can you say that again, Plague, with the same kind of tone of voice?
There's Minecraft perverts, or?
No, I think I thought this guy meant as like the same cadence as like Steve, just naming things.
Minecraft perverts.
Minecraft Steve. They call me Steve. That's right, they call me Steve.
That's actually really
sounding
good.
Nacho Libre. It's sounding a bit Nacho Libre.
It's oh yeah. I mean, you mean Jack Black?
Yeah, it's sounding a little bit Jack Black.
New voice theme unlocked is just Jack Black.
Steve.
Come on, Enderman, bring the thunder! There's no way that we can win. That was a masterpiece.
Quick, Creeper, we gotta eat this cake. It's got a lot of nutrients.
Fuck. Sorry. It hit me with a delayed punch in there, but I was just like, oh, that is just too good.
Jason Momoa, grab my flint and steel. I gotta get my pickaxe. We're gonna watch it, Max.
God damn it.
This is not a suggestion. This is a threat. I'm gonna make Maxi to watch the Minecraft movie, and we're gonna get the McDonald's meal too.
Only because he's like your younger brother. Because for me, it's definitely like that. When my younger siblings ask me for something, like to watch something with them, I have to watch it. Like back then, when the last Spider-Man movie came out, Freezer really wanted to watch, and I was like, I don't really watch Disney movies, but all right.
That's good. That's good. That's a good bit, sis. That's a good bit.
What do you mean?
I know you said it earnestly, but calling a Marvel movie a Disney movie, I'm like, oh no, yeah, no, it makes sense. No, it's true. Is this guy playing it so straight, Lamau?
I was genuinely confused from it because I wasn't doing a bit. This is just how I think about the world, Maxi.
What should I draw?
Oh, Plague, can you draw some monsters with me?
Some monsters. Like what type of monsters?
Yeah, like any monsters, like freaky little guys.
Monsters. I'm not sure the cookie
Alternatively, Alternatively, the three of us who've played more Monster Hunter games can just name a bunch of monsters for you to draw. Like, just based off their names.
But
That's a good idea.
Play, could you please give me your rendition of a monster called Geismagorm?
Guys,
Geismagorm.
Guys, my Gorm.
First name Guys, last name Gorm.
My Gorm.
My Gorm.
You
Sorry,
see-
middle name My.
Don't give me any physical descriptions, but I'll just say what element is he or she or they.
Fuck, what element is Geismagorm?
Like Earth?
I think
She
he's
lives like deep underground and she digs.
No, hold up.
I mean, he's the source of the disease.
No, you know what, Geismagorm? It's a Pacific Rim kaiju type.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Pretty
I
good
can
type.
see that. I can see that.
Like without giving too much away, it even has like the LED inside of the mouth, you know. Have you
Also,
watched Attack the Block?
apparently, its type is blood blight, whatever that means. So draw him with like an iron deficiency.
Okay.
That's
Like,
a
have you
joke
watched
for
Attack the
nobody.
Block?
He gives you an iron deficiency. That's literally what he does.
Yeah, yeah. No, Nomia couldn't do the fight because it was too real for them.
Yeah.
Geismagorm. He's got like a drill or something. Because he did.
Anyway,
This will be the Gorm that will drill the heavens.
I gotta be right back.
No worries, Chippy.
Before John Boyega was in Star Wars, he was in this cool kind of low budget British alien film called Attack the Block, where, well, a neighborhood is attacked by creatures from outer space, and the creature design in that movie is just outstanding.
Hell yeah. I'm actually,
Very
since
iconic.
I do want to say I have Pacific Rim in the membrane because I rewatched that with Kitty yesterday. And I was happy to find out, because I watched a bunch of it for DSM, but Kitty and I both agreed that movie holds up so fucking well. The effects,
Well, yeah, it's a Guillermo del Toro original.
you know, the effects still look really, really good. The pacing is really good. The movie's a little bit on the long side at like solid 2 hours, but still, you know, action packed. Idris Elba. The other guy. Oh, I actually my favorite part of Pacific Rim is Bergman and Charlie Day as essentially a gay married couple.
Yeah.
They are so gay and married. It's great.
Oh no.
That's right. That's
I
right.
got scared.
Dark mode, baby. Dark mode.
Sorry, folks.
That's all good. Any scary games coming out? Do we know?
Scary games.
I mean, REPO is currently pretty popular.
Oh.
Wait, what's
okay.
what game is that?
I don't know. It's like a multiplayer spooky game.
It's got to be kind of like the game that we tried to play that kept breaking. What's
Oh.
it called?
Content warning.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
kind of like content warning. Yeah. Man, that game just kept breaking and it did not stop, huh?
I guess I was kind of lucky that I dropped out early out of that.
Alrighty, Max. How does it look? He's got like drills.
That's him.
That's him.
That's him. That's Geismagorm. You got him. You got him.
I'm gonna trademark him so nobody steals him.
Yeah, that's Geismagorm right there.
This guy's my
Okay,
goal.
folks. Actually, here's some long-awaited sequels because The Sinking City is getting its first sequel, and Little Nightmares is getting a part 3.
Ooh, Little Nightmares. I think Plague would like Little Nightmares. It's full of fucked up guys.
Okay. Is that the one where you're like a
Yes.
baby?
You're a small person in a world of big people.
Oh.
It
okay.
looks like Fear, the original, is getting a remake.
I
And
love
it's
gaming
called-
news with Cisca.
There's gonna be a gaming. What did I say? Oh, Where was I? Killing Floor 3, which I've heard about before.
Ooh,
And
Killing Floor.
There's gonna be another Dark Pictures game. Turns out. Which I'm really excited about. And
That's the Until Dawn
naturally-
people, right?
Exactly. And actually, Silent F has recently been announced.
Killing
it's
Floor?
gonna be like a
Question mark, says
spin-off
Kendra. Killing Floor is a wave-based cooperative shooting game. I've always wanted to play it, but I've never had like people who would be interested into it because he has a very specific art style that it's kind of like hard to get into. It's also not an easy play to start because you have to level up characters and you have to like learn builds, and it's a lot like League in that way. And the last thing I want to do is force my friends to like play League.
Oh, I've seen Killing Floor. Yeah.
You probably own it in Steam, because there's 2 of them already, and they've gone on sale super deep over the last few years.
It's kind of like a wave. You get waves, right?
Yeah.
Similar to,
You get waves, you make money, and you buy new weapons. It's kind of like Counter-Strike, but like versus enemies.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's cool.
Hmm.
Huh.
Oh, right. I get it. Trying to figure out how to do shading in this program. Sorry, folks. No colors from me today.
It's okay.
Hope you enjoyed my flowers last time.
Hey folks,
Open me
no
fucking
good
mouth.
drawings from me today, just whatever this is.
Oh, shut up.
Got me. I got. Kendra says, I know Killing Floor well. Huh? Are we learning more about Kendra? Okay, Kendra put up this incredible video of a custom-made box for a Roll20 campaign.
Yeah.
And in one of the shots, it shows a MTG deck, and I'm like, holy crap. Does Kendra play Magic the Gathering? We should play Magic the Gathering! Turns out, no, that's
No, it's just Denny's.
fucking Danny.
Fucking Danny.
I keep thinking about this, and I'm really sorry. I love TCGs. I want to do like a TCG night where I teach people how to play a card game. I don't know what.
Oh, yeah?
And then we just play card games.
Oh, yeah?
I'll teach you how to play Magic.
That's gonna work out.
I have to confess, because that post is exploding on r/dimension 20. Good!
I might see it float by on my scroll then.
Kendra says, and folks are asking about my build, and I'm like, I gotta tell you something. What, your build like
Oh,
physically?
no.
You're short, yeah, you're short and trans boy shaped.
Physically, Kendra is like,
Say it.
what's the male equivalent of a manic pixie dream girl?
Manic pixie dream boy?
A sword boy.
Sword boy! But I love sword boys! Also, Kendra's like, I gotta tell you
Oh,
something about the
right,
build,
Kendra.
and then doesn't. Let's check on the friends. Ah, Chippy! Oh my god, Chippy's so good. Over here, inspired by Chippo. Is that a fucking Furby?
Yeah. They're back.
They are back.
Furbies are back.
Oh, Plague, when you're done with that, could I suggest a monster for you to draw?
Yes.
I love Geist Magorm. He looks so good.
I would love you to draw me something called an Acnosom.
Yeah.
All I will say
can know
about
some.
Oh,
it
I
is...
love Acnosom.
All I will say about it is Umbrella Chicken.
Umbrella chicken.
That's right.
Are they earth, fire,
They're fire type.
Fire.
water?
I guess they're
know-
fire flying if you care. I guess someone might argue that they're fire steel. I guess if you want to really argue Pokemon types.
Would you say they were flint and steel?
Flint and steel.
Flint and steel.
I remember with Acnosom, it was the first time I thought to myself, I gotta upgrade this weapon.
Kendra, I love you. You have really outed yourself as not knowing about Magic the Gathering because you called your collection of cards a build. As opposed to just calling it a deck.
I'm pretty sure the people on the subreddit call it that.
Well, then they're outed themselves as fakes. Also, hi Hans, hello.
Welcome back.
Judging by what I've read from... Oh, Hans, you weren't there when I opened the Spezi. I'm so sorry. But judging by what I've learned about Ravnica, I think I'd be either black and white or blue and black.
You would definitely be black something for sure. You're all about destroying artifacts and creatures. You know, if there's something I know about cisca is I gotta keep the Constitution of the United States away from cisca, because cisca's gonna tear that up. Cisca's gonna take one look at it and be like, I really want to.
Masters, no kings.
I really want to spend some of my life to gain some black mana this turn only.
It really doesn't take much to make a recognizable Raydao, I'm just noticing. Maxi, look up Raydao. Tell me how accurate I'm being with my lightning.
Raydao. Like Ray Dunn, the lady, the Raydao Munhun. It is just called Raydao. Wow, that really is just it, huh?
Yep.
You nailed it. That's him. Your Honor, that's him.
Little guy.
Holy shit, Your Honor, that's him. That's Raydao. You got him. You missed nothing. I'm looking at it now. That's perfect. This looks like concept art for Raydao.
No.
I didn't realize.
I like Raydao because it looks like he ate like a big sub sandwich.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
He read it the wrong way because he's stupid.
He was hungry.
By the way, Chippy, for the thumbnail, I really thought of having you like, I was gonna have you eating a chili, sucking on a chili dog or a banh mi, and it looked too much like. It looked too phallic. I'm really sorry. So I'm like,
right.
I'm a coward. I can't put that on the thumbnail. So instead, I just gave you a cigar instead. To really continue the ongoing gag that Chippy loves smoking. Chippy absolutely loves nicotine.
Yeah, and if you want to be just like Chippy, you should smoke at least 1 pack a day. If everybody in this chat smoked 1 pack a day.
Next to the poll is smoking back. Yes.
Hey guys, sorry for the quick update. I want to say that Chippy and I, I had a long time with Chippy. You see Chippy's little top hat? Actually, it's an implant that actually gives them a drip of nicotine every like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Just a little hit of nicotine.
All this drawing is making me kind of thirsty. It's making me crave a delicious taste of Marlboro Black.
The refreshing taste of Marlboro.
What was the name that you wanted me to draw, Cisca? A Techno Chicken or something?
Ray Dunn.
The Umbrella Chicken.
Oh, sorry, Acnos, I'm sorry.
You could also draw Raydao if you want.
Ray what?
No. Do Acnosum first. Acnosum.
And you say it's a chicken with an umbrella, right?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Perhaps.
No,
I mean, who knows? Perhaps this is all just part of a gag to make you draw it wrong. Listen to your heart plague.
No, you meet him out in the rain, and he's like, "Hey, bud, get under here. Let's stay dry together." And it's like a really romantic moment, but it's like kind of weird because it's like a giant chicken.
And it's also because like it's a monster and you're a hunter, and like you know that it's not meant to be. But for a moment, you wonder what it would be like to live in a world where the two of you were not pitted against each other for survival.
It's kind of tragic, Yowie.
Oh, I've seen that movie. Yeah.
I remember what the last show was called that I couldn't remember earlier.
God, shut the fuck up about the Fox and the Hound. I will not. I cannot handle talking about the Fox and the Hound, the most stupid movie of all time. What do you mean?
So stupid.
What do you mean the bear doesn't speak? Every animal in this fucking setting speaks. But then at the end, I'm led to believe that these two woodland animals stumble upon a bear and they can't just be like, hey, sorry, we're lost. You mind letting us go? And then the bear just goes, oh shit, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm Jennifer. I live here. This is my den's over this way. You kids want some honey? But instead it's like, rawr, I'm evil bear, and now I'm endangering everyone now. It's stupid. It establishes that animals speak, and then one doesn't speak. It's dumb. I don't like it. Also, by the way, as if it wasn't enough, black bears are literally the least dangerous bear there is. They're just big dogs. Black bears are so notoriously cowardly that they will leave their young to die if they get scared. They'll be like, fuck it, I'm out of here. I can make more children at home.
Are bears canceled?
Honest, black bears are fine. Now, grizzlies, fuck those guys. Those guys are fucked up.
I really like sun bears because they look like they shouldn't exist.
What the hell's
like
a sun
when they're
bear?
like standing up, they're like weird. They're weirdly shaped. I think it's a sun bear.
Okay,
Oh, sun bears are the flabby ones.
Computer, show me.
No. No.
Sun bears look like, this looks like a fucked up guy that Nomia would squeal if they saw.
Nomia would love sun bears. Rip Nomia, they would have loved sun bears.
Yeah, correctly, right? They are the flabby ones, right?
They are very flabby. There's a photo of one of them standing up, and he looks like a guy outside a gas station asking for change. This guy, are you okay? Are you okay, buddy? They have the short stubby noses like pugs, and I'm like, this motherfucker's got so many respiratory problems.
And they keep standing upright, and I'm like, you shouldn't do that. It doesn't look good for you.
It's a bad look.
It's a bad look. You're not a person. Stop trying to be a person.
Why is their tongue so long? Their tongue looks like it's from an ad for a fruit roll-up. Oh god. Chippy, thank you for showing me. Thank you for reminding me of sun bears. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome for your new favorite animal.
Yeah, I have a fun animal I would like to point out, shout out.
Oh hell yeah.
Actually, the natural habitats of black bears and polar bears sometimes overlap, leading to the creation of what is called a ghost bear, which is a hybrid between a polar bear and a black bear. Additionally, sometimes the same thing happens with polar bears and grizzly bears, and they're either called growler bears or prizzly bears.
That's
depending on who was the mother.
These guys look silly.
I mean, you wouldn't want to get near them because they combine two of the most dangerous land-based predators
that's right.
alive, but they do look very cuddly.
They do look very cuddly, but yeah, polar bears are fucked up. Polar bears will kill you. I usually don't put polar bears on the list of bears you should watch out for, because if you are within the vicinity of a polar bear, you have already fucked up. That's hilarious. They really just mesh the names together like it's a freaking Pokemon randomizer. And they're like, that's right, this is Charasaur. And Squirpy.
Well, we did do the same thing with ligers and...
Not fucking ligers. Not ligars, oh my god.
Ligers and,
I remember when
called?
ligers was the meme, and it was just like, ligers exist.
Yep, it's all because of the movie, what's it called?
Napoleon Dynamite?
Napoleon Dynamite, thank you.
Right.
Vote for Pedro. Vote for Pedro, alright.
Oh wait, yeah, like ligers and zonkies.
Zonkies? Dude. Zonkies is what I'm gonna do after this stream. I'm gonna just zonkies a little.
Zonkies were an attempt of turning zebras into a more manageable breed of animal by interbreeding them with donkeys.
Yeah, and zebras went, fuck you, we're gonna still be a menace.
I think zonkies are fine, honestly. But like, why would you even deal with zebras? Just leave them alone. Clearly, they were made to be left alone, so just leave them alone.
I mean, they haven't been, you know, what is the word for when you make an animal not be wild anymore? Domesticated?
Domesticated.
Masticated?
We tried
masticated
meat
chewing
zebras,
gum.
but like, zebras are just naturally so temperamental that you can't really do it to them. It's the same reason that we haven't really domesticated elephants, because elephants live so long that breeding them is kind of unfeasible for people, for humans.
That's so funny. I like the idea of like an animal that lives so long that humans are like, fuck, the investment is just not worth it, you know?
Yeah, that's what they said about me.
Kendra says, y'all will be my Pokemon card experts while I design these. Hell yeah. I don't wanna give too much away, but I've been actually thinking of making some custom cards for reasons. But yeah. Get excited.
Are you gonna print them and like do everything?
And do the custom foils? Yeah. I mean we have the setup for that. We have a Crycut.
That's cool, yeah, because I mean,
Don't tell me to pronounce cricket, okay? Shut up, Chippy! Shut up, Chipadees! Shut up!
Crazy!
Hey, Maxi.
I'm going to call Douglas right now, and I'll be like, your brother's up to no good. By the way, I meant to say this earlier in the stream, but I love Chippy's a gender disaster much like myself, and I really love that. But I find myself whenever Chippy's in trouble, I call Chippy by like male pronouns, and I don't know what that means. Especially because my brother is on stream and he's like the nicest guy in the world. He's never been in trouble for anything ever.
Certainly.
Blake is thinking about it. Have you?
I don't think so.
Like the most in trouble you've been is my favorite story of like sometimes you would go to the local college to take extra classes and because you would have to wait between classes, Blake would go to the library and just watch movies at the library. And my favorite Blake story is that one time he watched the entirety of Pulp Fiction without realizing that his headphones were not plugged in.
So I mean, technically, the whole library watched it with me. So I don't feel too left out.
Of all the movies,
no, right? I don't think anybody had the heart to tell me.
Of all the movies to have playing loudly in the library, Pulp Fiction is probably the worst one.
I mean, the gimp scene was something else.
Yo, hi there. Hello.
I don't think I've gotten that bad in trouble, to be honest. I think I don't know.
Yeah, where's my marijuana? Give me my weed.
Anybody want to do marijuana?
Actually, Antier says, pass me the blunt weapon, perhaps a hammer or a hunting horn for monster hunting. And by the way, Kendra asked earlier, is the foiling too expensive? I don't think it is. Now, Kendra says, for something that I expect to pass around for free, well, yeah, nothing will be cheaper than not doing that, but you seem to me like the kind of extra bitch like myself who would do something like that, even if it's free, because you like to brighten people's days. Blake actually made me, for my birthday a couple years back, he made custom stickers of some of the art that I'd made for the Fabulous Gays with a foil on them. They look incredibly lovely. So it can be done. You can just buy like single sheets of certain foils. Sorry for interrupting. I wanted to put Kendra in their place.
No, you're all good.
You should DM me. You should DM me.
Buddy, you're a hard man, Lord man, scum man, bitch man. Make us some peace someday.
Anybody else here a bad bitch like me?
No, don't make him cry, Maxi. Don't make him cry.
I'm a pretty medium bitch, honestly.
I actually, yeah, no, yeah, you're a medium bitch, but you're like a Starbucks tall.
Grande.
Because you're tall.
Yeah.
Wait, no, actually, no, tall is small, isn't it? Fucking hate Starbucks, man. Where's Cade? Where's Cade? Cade would know the sizes.
Tall is small.
Damn it, I thought tall was medium. Fuck. And then grande is medium, which is Spanish for big, by the way.
And then venti.
Venti makes sense because venti is 20, which is 20 ounces. I get it. That makes sense.
Okay, there we go. I drew your chicken. Whatever.
That looks lovely, Plague. I'm so happy.
Yo! Oh, yeah, you bastard! Oh my god, that's so good.
That's Monster Hunter right there. That's,
Yeah, no, that's Mr. Monster Hunter. Yeah.
I'm gonna copyright it. Nobody.
That vividly reminds me that for the movie Pacific Rim, there's a child actress who plays the younger version of Mako, and for those scenes, they got a child Japanese actress, and she kept referring to Guillermo del Toro as Totoro-san,
Oh, that's cool.
as in my neighbor Totoro, because he's tall and a big man.
Aww.
As we would all if we were in the vicinity of Guillermo del Toro.
Totoro-san.
I feel that this are like a few celebrities that I would probably hug. I would probably hug Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
I would hug Mick Foley.
Oh, you would hug Mick
Yeah.
Foley. I would hug Mick Foley. He seems nice.
I would hug Jack Black. Fuck it. Number one.
Top 5 people Plague would hug.
What's his face? Keanu Reeves is up there for me, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Keanu Reeves seems like he needs a hug, which is weird because I'm like, you're filthy rich. You could hire someone to hug you, but you know, anyways.
Tilda Swinton, she seems cool.
I mean, she's also hot.
Yeah.
And I will say, Tilda Swinton in Constantine, where she played the Archangel Michael as a genderless character, was so very good.
Michael.
No, yeah, Constantine is one of those movies that I'm like, yeah, I think I'm pretty queer. Yeah, it's still the wearing a binder for the whole movie. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
You gotta think of it like, imagine that Hollywood was a theme park, right? And you could do meet and greet with your favorite celebrities, any celebrities.
Okay. You want which celebrity ride do you want to get in?
Yeah, like which meet and greet do you want to do for celebrities? Like which one do you hug? You know, like it's kind of like you gotta kind of like make it count, like who you would hug. So it's a tough question to be asked.
Like, you went so hard on that fucking My Neighbor Totoro drawing. It's insane.
Beautiful.
I have lost my mind.
There you go. That's
very cute.
accurate. That's Monster Hunter right there.
I should get Plague into Monster Hunter. I think Plague would like it.
That you drew the monster hunter as like a silver/black knight from Dark Souls.
I feel like they're like that, right? That's like that's the style, isn't it?
I mean, there's a lot of styles for Monster Hunter. Like you're not really limited in that.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, like,
you could have drawn a lot of things. You could have drawn literal cowboy. It would have been pretty accurate.
I'm a cowboy.
Cowboy.
Oh, I love the rock.
I want to be a cowboy, baby.
I'm a cowboy named Jim Sayers,
baby.
My grandpapa used to hunt Jim Sayers like they.
Oh, is that there? You got any Rathalos names on you, kiddo? Well, that's too bad.
Y'all lads ain't hunting with none of them kutkus out there, ain't you?
Oh, don't tell me you're still in low rank. Ain't you old enough to be fighting high rank by now?
Now ain't you little fellers? You hunting day.
What is this bit? What is this bit?
It's a cowboy Monster Hunter. What's not to get?
It's a cowboy. See,
this was me and Kitty after watching Django. We were just doing like, we're kind of doing the accent, if you know what I'm saying. You know, you watch a Western movie and everyone sounds like a cowboy. Another movie that aged pretty well, by the
when
way.
you talked about watching kids movies, I was going to say there are good kids movies such as Rango, which is one of my favorite movies.
I was just thinking about Rango. Because I heard Rango and I'm like, oh, like the like weird lizard movie.
that's the perfect double feature to show your kids, you know, a Rango and then
Django and then Rango.
Yeah, back to back. And then rewind it and then watch them again.
Was Rango good? I never watched it because it gave me a bad vibe.
I don't
Rango
remember
is really good.
it.
It's really, really good. I watch it regularly.
It's got Johnny Depp, right?
Yeah.
I feel like if I hug Johnny Depp, he'll be a little stinky.
You might be a little sticky. Is that what you're saying?
No, he'll be a little stinky. I don't think he wears deodorant.
I will say, see, the thing people say this, okay? Like people say that sometimes twink death leads to DILF birth, but that doesn't always happen. That sometimes the twink dies and it's just gone forever. Because like young Johnny Depp gave me a lot of gender euphoria. Like Once Upon a Time in Mexico, he has long hair. A fucked up thing happens to his eyes later on. But then he grew older, and I'm like, holy, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Me looking at DiCaprio, what happened to him? He was a twink, and now he's just like freaking working the front desk at a fucking crypto company.
All right, let me see.
Very evocative, Maxi.
I'm looking at all the Johnny Depp characters.
Yeah.
He's got a big bad wolf.
Oh, that one was
Lone
bad.
Ranger.
That one was bad. He was bad in that.
I mean, he's got, because we were talking about like filmographies for some of the.
We were talking
actors.
about Tom Hanks.
Yeah, and also Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Like Johnny Depp's got some bangers.
He's
for
got some
sure.
bangers.
I don't think I can hug Edward Scissorhands. He'll fuck me up.
Who's the? Oh, Kendra's the one who was afraid of that movie growing up.
I can see that.
All right, that's every single Monster Hunter Wilds monster that I remember.
I still say
That's
you
a
did a really
bore.
good job with the frog that's dizzy. I like him.
Chedacabra, yeah.
Red Dow is my favorite.
I
I
can't
want
wait to
to
fight.
feed him. I want to feed him another foot long. He
Yeah.
deserves it.
I can't wait to find out who this tall humanoid-looking enemy is with the red tie.
Yeah. It's kind
Oh,
of
that's
weird how they
defeating.
added a mechanic in Monster Hunter where you put Doug Walker behind a brick wall.
You know, some monsters are too dangerous to hunt that you can only
They
slip
added,
away.
they added a whole new quest type. There's like egg delivery, gathering, putting dog walker
Yeah, it's
behind
like
a brick
it's a
wall.
whole new kind of like capture quest, but it feels strange.
It's a dog walker escort quest. You gotta escort him through the jungle or something.
Yeah, into your wine cellar.
I do want to clarify, by the way, for anybody who's wondering, Dog Walker and Chippy's brother are not the same person, by the way. I know people
No.
people are looking at the lore and I'm like, what does this mean for the lore? And it means nothing.
It means nothing.
Crocodile,
You're reading too much into it.
Chipperwalks.
The chipadees cinematic universe.
Yeah.
True, it's true. Why? Ah. Do I remember
I'm
how
gonna draw
draw
Casper.
faces now? They've drawn so many.
You drew Casper. Blake, what do you think of the '90s Casper movie?
I think I haven't seen it in a while, but I feel like it holds up.
I remember kind of not liking it growing up.
No?
No, I thought it was kind of slow. Also, like it's one of those plots that can easily be solved by people just talking, and like so much,
Oh, for sure.
so many people die because of just not talking, and I'm like, you could have just talked.
It would have cost you nothing just to talk.
But instead, people are now dead. Speaking of Halloween movies from the '90s, Plague, Hocus Pocus. Give me your quick review of Hocus Pocus.
I haven't seen it in quite a while, but I do love that it's people kind of like going back to it, and it's kind of like it solidified itself as like an iconic Halloween movie. Because for like a while, people forgot about Hocus Pocus.
I mean, like it was kind of the butt of some jokes, you know.
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, and I think it's goated.
By the way, I didn't realize this until much later, but I didn't know that Sarah Jessica Parker was the middle witch. I didn't realize
Great.
that. Also, all the witches were hot. I'm sorry. I can't.
Yeah, all of them.
Especially Bette
Oh.
Midler.
Especially Bed Midler. That's right. That's right.
Do you ever feel like Casper the Ghost would have fallen down the right-wing rabbit hole pipeline?
Always, always. Well, you're forgetting the fact that he comes from he's first off, he's old money, so already he has an incentive to not want to make people beneath his tax bracket pay more taxes, so he pays less taxes. Like he already has an incentive to do that.
I feel like he would have done some sort of like follow my Patreon for like how to become like a better man or something like that, self-help, and then he just takes you down that pipeline.
Chippy, counterpoint.
Oh no, not a counterpoint. I'm adding to this. I think it's really interesting how he's advertised as like Casper the friendly ghost, and it's like when you meet somebody and they're like talk too much about how nice they are.
Oh yeah,
and then they're, like,
yeah. Now, you know how like I will say, by the way, if you are an ally, could you please do me a big favor and like not start the conversation by saying, by the way, I'm an ally. It feels a little weird. It feels a little weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me. Alternatively, the other bad vibe is when a person walks up to queer people and goes, "By the way, I'm not gay, but I support you." And I'm like, no one asked.
Yeah.
I you know, we
Speaking
know
from experience, though.
we know. Oh, yeah, I've experienced that. And it's just kind of a weird vibe, man. It's just a weird vibe. You don't have to. You could have said nothing. Kendra's like, Casper is like, ooh, woo, I'm an empath. Casper TikToks, Casper
I hate that empath shit.
I mean, he did kill 2 people, right? Casper, didn't he?
He did. He kind of killed the lady who, yeah, the blonde lady and her husband. Yeah, he did kind of kill her. Yeah. Also, like, I do want to say, like, is Casper bad? Well, he has 3 uncles who are terrible people. What do you think his personality is? He's hanging out with them. What do you think they're talking about all day? They're talking about all those... Okay, this is getting too real. All those undocumented ghosts coming in from the border. Anybody else? Nobody's talking about this.
I need a Beetlejuice and Casper the Ghost collab when you think about it like
I'm
that.
surprised it didn't happen in the 90s. That totally feels like a thing that would have happened. You know, because like Scooby-Doo crossed the Walkie Racers.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there wasn't like Casper the Friendly Ghost cross Beetlejuice.
There was a Casper and Scooby-Doo collab.
Was there?
I think, right?
I feel like there was.
Kendra says Beetlejuice could have pulled Casper out of the pipeline.
Have appeared
or was
together.
That the Addams Family?
No, yeah, they've appeared together apparently.
I do have to say though, why are we assuming that 2 ghosts would get along just because they're ghosts? Anybody else thinking this is a weird vibe? Why are we assuming they're gonna get together, gonna get along? You know?
Are we being ghosts? By assuming they did?
No! Oh no, are we being ghosts? How dare you? Would Casper the Friendly Ghost watch Mr. Beast? I'm afraid he probably... Maxi doesn't see ghosts. How dare you? I don't believe in ghosts, okay? I'm allowed to have my takes about ghosts, okay?
I'm afraid of no ghosts.
Hey, check your bingo tables! That's right, the bingo tables also appear on my stream. Cisca made kazoo noises.
Damn it! No! I was supposed to be free!
That's right, get flashbang, bozo. That's right.
For a second, I lived in a banana world.
Yo, play the. You see the new Donkey Kong game?
The Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong! That's right. Check out his OnlyFans.
Hold up, Donkey Kong. Let me write it over here.
Plague pulls out his.
Write that down.
Plague reaches into his the back of his denim pants, pulls out a field notes, writes Donkey Kong in all caps, puts it away.
Donkey Kong. He's a drug
Get a
addict
drunk in
monkey.
it in there.
Junkie. Oh my god. I haven't seen it. To me, it kind of looks like a. I haven't seen anything, but I saw the art cover because people were complaining about how expensive the games are, and I was looking at the covers, and it looked cool. I thought it was like Donkey Kong Bonga Bongo or whatever.
Donkey Kong Unga Bunga.
Onga Bongo.
You've ongered your last bongo.
The one with the bongos.
You're thinking of Jungle Beat?
Jungle Beat.
By the way, I love the idea that Nintendo is going back to regional locked consoles, because yeah, the Switch 2 is essentially $300 in Japan. So they're like, yeah, but we don't want you to import it. So and there was someone being like, yo, but should Canada and Mexico and the rest of the Americas suffer because of the United States? And honestly,
No.
like, they shouldn't. Canada doesn't deserve this.
I'm gonna go to Canada to buy a Switch. That's probably least expensive, I think, right?
It might be less expensive depending on where you live in the States.
For you to just go to Canada, Plague.
We should just go to Canada just cause.
Just cause?
Fun. One trip, yeah.
What's in Canada? Freaking May lives there. Who else do we know? Northern Lion, he lives there.
Northern Lion.
Friend of the channel, Northern Lion.
Yeah, Northern Lion for sure, friend of the channel. Yeah, world-renowned bald YouTuber Northern Lion, friend of the I talk to him all the time.
Yeah.
This Blastoise doesn't look right, but then again, nothing looks right.
Why you started that statement? It sounded like Dracula flow. This Blastoise built like an asteroid.
God damn it. Blastoise got cannons so big. No, wait, hold on. No, I was gonna make it.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This Blastoise looks like a piece of shit.
This Blastoise got his own zip code.
This Blastoise shooting cannons like a big ball of semen.
No.
Yeah. Get me,
My
big Blastoise.
My Blastoise packing so bad they gotta update the Geneva Convention. My shoddy told me to hydra pump her. I called out my Blastoise. Oh, hold up, no, there's a joke in here. There's a joke. There's something in here.
Is this anything?
Is this anything? The way Chippy can just
if you're asking
destroy
about
me.
your own art,
Just-
Chippy,
The way Chippy just destroys me with that. It makes me self-aware, and I'm like, this is nothing. You're right, Chippy. This is nothing. Is H-Bomber guy bald? He is. He went bald because he has too much testosterone.
because he drank all that soy milk.
No, I mean, like, I really like that video series, and I've shared that to people before, because they're like, you want to get more testosterone, and I'm like, if you want to go bald, I guess. Oh, by the way, fun fact, there are studies showing that getting on E can help you get your hair back, by the way. And some of those hair supplements are just literally putting cis men on E. So isn't that fucking... You know, just get on E to own the lives. Just get on E to own the lives.
Do it, coward.
Just do it, coward. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Huh?
I'm gonna do it.
Oh, to be so lucky. I'm probably gonna get hair implants.
Dude, let's go. What does Blastoise's face looks like? It's kind of like a cat face, man. He's kind of got like a cat face going on. Kinda.
Wait, we never talked about Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, his new design is very good. I think you would like him.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
He's very expressive.
I do feel like maybe I've fallen off Nintendo, but Nintendo doesn't make that many games though. Like they make Mario Kart once every like 10 years.
Yeah, you know the thing is, Plague, is like it's hard for you to be excited about Mario and Nintendo stuff because they WoW expansions come out more often than that.
Yeah.
And also like Plague is hooked up to the dopamine machine that is Marvel Rivals. So like, you know.
It's true. Oh, the new season got announced. It's coming on the 11th.
Kendra says, I'm currently worried about Luigi. Why? You think Mario's gonna shortchange him in the new Mario Kart world?
He's trapped in his mansion, Maxi.
Oh, wow! I'm trapped in a mansion, and shut the fuck up. No one cares. You're not paying fucking taxes or freaking
He
rent.
can't help himself. It's not his fault. He had to do it.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for someone to kidnap me and put me in their fucking 4-story mansion.
Since Chippy is drawing their OCs, I'm drawing my campaign NPCs.
Oh yeah! I just saw Graves! Oh my god. Plague.
They had to appear eventually.
Plague, I just saw the Casper that you drew.
I feel like that's become like my thing, just like all my characters, it's like you take a photo of somebody and it turns out like their mouth's like half open. I feel like all my characters are just like that. Like half open mouth.
That's fair. I respect that. Also, I'm combo broken by the idea of Casper the Clown saying that I jork it. Do you think Casper the Clown would be a gooner?
Casper the Clown? Hey, kids! It's November. You know what time it is?
Why is Krusty the Clown teaching kids about No Nut November?
No November. Goddamn Krusty.
Now we'll tell you more about gooning after this message from our sponsor. Hello, this is Jennifer with the Mothering Reschooling Podcast. Have you heard about Purina cat food?
Same.
It's not even that good, Purina.
It actually really isn't. I know because I've tried it myself.
Yeah, you ate it.
Did you like it? Did you like Purina?
No.
You're like, no. I'm all good.
Kendra says, Maxi, you gotta build up your shield stats. That Purina ad is easy mode. I'm sorry that your brain is so podcast rotten that you don't see how messed up it is that I have to go through a QTE to keep listening to the show that I clicked on.
Don't blame Kendra's rot on the podcasts.
I've had like YouTube Premium for like 4 years. I don't know how people live with like YouTube with ads. Like I can't.
That's crazy.
I don't understand.
Well, Play, another way you can get around ads is by using the show's sponsor, Schmoddy VPN.
What does Schmoddy have a VPN? Never mind.
Well, why does Schmoddy have a yacht company and the taco sauce? You never know. You know, I don't even think the original Schmoddy has anything to do with it. I think they're just licensing. You know, Cisca, if you could license your name, would you?
Would
No.
ya?
I'm not the only Francisca out there.
Chippy, could you stop reading me? Could you stop? Chippy would be infuriating to play fighting games against. I'll be like, Chippy just knows when I'm gonna block, knows when I'm going for the grapple, knows where I'm gonna use my freaking meter. It's like, Chippy, I've gone like 5-0 for the last half an hour. Chippy, can you let me have one? And then you know. And then it's just, hyper combo finish! And then I'm just, on the ground.
Yeah, I'm always saying things like that.
You are always saying hyper combo finish. It's true.
Hyper combo. What?
As opposed to what? Hyper combo Polish?
No man, hyper combo Hungarian.
Hypochondro, go to the polls.
Play, you son of a bitch. You. There are as few things in this world that destroy me as the phrase Pokemon go to the polls. I can't. The worst part is that Kitty knows, and sometimes like I'm talking about Pokemon and Kitty just goes, "Let's Pokemon go to the polls," and then I just melt into the floor.
How did she lose? I don't know. Oh.
Well, it is a complex issue. It's a complex.
Yeah,
it's a You know, everyone in the world wants easy answers, but the reality is that the world is not made of easy answers.
I don't know. I still think Jeb should have won.
You think Jeb could have done it?
Guacamole.
You think Jeb?
Yeah. iPad
Please
Pro,
stop.
iPod Pro, maybe.
iPad Pro, baby. MacBook Pro.
I was like, you
MacBook
have
Pro, baby.
my same reclaimed stem.
Guacamole.
Yeah, Kendra. Let's let the Spice Girls flow, or whatever they say in Dune.
If you want to be my prophet. Oh no.
You gotta look like Timothy Chalamet.
You gotta turn into a worm first of all.
Does he turn into a worm?
No, but his son does.
He has a son?
Chalamet?
He boned?
Yeah, I need to try this for a second. In the book, by the time that like the big battle at the end happens, he already had a son who died in a Harkonnen attack, which was like a big part of his character motivation.
Thank you for Thank you for not. I love that Cisca just knew that I'm not interested in Dune, so they were just like, yeah, here's what happens in it. By the way, thank you. I really appreciate that. This is not what Blastoise looks like. No chance. He does not look like a cat.
I feel like Maxi wouldn't have any difficulty tuning me out, so. If that was the case.
And like, you need to remember that like the stuff that I'm into is whatever I'm working on at the moment, and I'm mecha pilled, so you'll have to deal with me being mecha pilled.
Yes.
Man, so I realized that my Charizard is doing the Arthur meme. I realized that. Whoops.
Oh, I saw it.
And the Venusaur is just my face when Plague tells Kitty that we have to go watch the Minecraft movie tonight.
The number one.
That Charmander is the best thing I've drawn today, though. He's so cute. Is his tongue out? Is he talking? I don't know.
I like all of the things. I really like the Charizard as well.
Charizard has shapes.
Absolutely. He's full of them, in fact.
Alright, Caterpie. Easy. We're back to easy mode, baby. Alright, Caterpie. He's just like he's a head. And then like a long shaft. Wait, hold up. What am I drawing again?
A long what?
Thank you. Thank you, Chippy.
You're welcome.
Where would we be without Chippy?
Where would we be without Chippy? Chippy has good taste. Is consistently the funniest one of us all.
Yes.
You know, other people in the group makes jokes, but no one is as consistent as Chippy. You know, Chippy is the Steph Curry of cracking jokes, you know?
I don't know what that means.
You know,
Chippy
Chippy is the Steph Curry, you know? Chippy, could you please?
Yeah, what did they mean by this?
Could you give me your best read of a Subway ad? Imagine you're holding a big old sandwich, okay? Look at the camera. What do you say? That's right.
That's right. That's right.
That's yep.
it.
Got him. That's right. Welcome back to $12.99 footlongs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chippy plays for the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry is a basketball player for the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors is a San Francisco team. In California.
In California. Okay, yeah.
That is, of course, the United
saying?
States of America's California, of course.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to...
I guess it would be Mexico's California?
Somewhere else.
You see, they used to be the same play. Anyways, okay, all right. See, funny you asking me about that. So,
Any countries want to adopt us? any countries want to adopt California? Anybody? Like any takers?
California? Yeah, we'll take it.
could
Very
you?
attached to the idea of long Massachusetts, where we just take the like square part of Massachusetts and stretch it to like across the United States.
Chippy,
No,
Chippy, that's incredible. That's incredible.
That's not an original Chippy bit. That's
It's
just
not.
it's my Roman Empire. No, that was a shitpost on Tumblr like forever ago.
It's really
I guess
good though.
I'm done
It's
drawing
really good.
today. I don't want to encroach on anyone else's space.
We can get bigger space.
Oh, bigger space, you got it. Bigger canvas, you got it. On it,
Alright.
boss. On it, boss. Drawing settings. All right, we're going. Give me 2 more. We can crop it. We can crop it later. That's 6,000 by. Oh, that's too big. No, that's too big.
Maxi,
Yeah, what's up?
can you tell me a D&D NPC I should draw next?
Have you done Secretary Fireball or whatever her title is?
Professor Firefall, yeah.
Firefall, forgive me. All right, I got us more vertical space. This is as high as I can go.
Mm-hmm. Off she goes.
Thank you.
There she goes again. I doubt Denmark even wants Ohio.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Thank you, Hans. Thank you for that one, Hans. Holy shit, this Caterpie is incredible.
Alright. I only have sketches of this character, but... reference is reference.
I think I still owe you... I still owe you a drawing of Firefall.
Of that character, yeah.
After you is Metapod, which is just like a banana. He just looks like a banana. He's a banana with a face. But you don't want to draw like the Mactonite face. That's a bad vibe. That's still just the Mactonite face. Oh my god. Okay. He has like a little bump.
Not draw Mactonite face. It wouldn't be a problem if you want a coward, Maxi.
No, it's a bad vibe, Cisca. It's a bad vibe. Trust me when I tell you that. It's a bad vibe.
It's fine, Maxi. Just draw Mactonite.
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Just do it, Maxi.
Speaking of things I don't want to do, like so you like we're doing the McDonald's Minecraft meal and the Minecraft movie tonight?
Hell yeah, that's what we should do. Don't tell Kitty.
Could you imagine? Kitty gets in the car today when we pick her up, and she's gonna be like, "Yeah, what are we doing today?" And then Blake's like, "Don't worry about it.
Just go for the ride. We're gonna get some food. We'll be okay." No, but honestly, it's probably all sold out. To be honest.
Movies don't sell out anymore, Plague.
No, you know what it is, right?
What is it?
You know what ranking it is.
What ranking
It
is?
hasn't come out. The number 1 movie in America.
Boy, you son of a bitch. I knew what you were gonna say like 2 seconds too late to stop it.
Hasn't come out yet.
How is it the #1 movie in America if it hasn't come out yet? How does that work?
Pre-sales.
Critics are saying, "Wow, Jack Black deserves 2 Oscars. One for here, one to go."
Jack Black voice. Yeah, I'll take one of those to go.
Thank you for the Oscars.
To go.
Dude, what if there's a hot to go cameo in the Minecraft movie?
God.
Can we talk about like?
What if Tenacious D does a cover?
You know, like I keep thinking about how like that song is just so prime for corporate bullshit. Like, why hasn't like Little Caesars been like, hey, we want to use this song for our, you know, delivery app thing. Also, Kitty's here. Everyone, shut up. Kitty's here. Hi, Kitty. Hi, Kitty.
Oh yeah, don't rewind, Kitty. The past 5 minutes.
You actually can't. I have that disabled on my stream.
Okay. We're gonna have a lovely meal. A lovely meal later.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lovely meal. Hi, Kitty. Hello, my love. Yeah, I'll show you what we've been drawing. We first opened up with a nice warm-up of drawing just this this man wearing a red tie. That doesn't mean anything. Let me go find Cisca's. And then Chippy also drew this one.
Oh, yeah.
Which, you know, I love Edgar Allan Poe, so I really enjoyed, you know, I don't know who's in there, but
Yeah.
And Chippy's OCs.
Man, he really got tricked with that one.
I think that's the prisoner in Azkaban or something.
That is the prisoner of Afghanistan. You're correct. Maxi, what's up with that? That's what Plague called the movie in one of our WoW streams, and it lives in my head rent free.
The prisoner in Afghanistan.
Yeah, you called it the prisoner in Afghanistan. And you thought that the main character of the Hunger Games was called Caitlin Evergreen.
Enough. That's enough.
Oh, that's H-Bomber guy! For a hot second, I'm like, who took a bite out of this man? I thought he was missing a head. He was missing a chunk.
I have 87.
No, that's him peeking through the wall.
Also, Kitty, we asked Blake to draw Monster Hunter monsters, and we described Guy's Magorm, and Blake drew him. Here it is. That's Guy's Magorm. And then we asked Blake to draw Agnoson, and we're like, he's a fire chicken with an umbrella. And there you go. Blake did it.
That's him.
That's him.
I love the Godzilla kills me. It's so good. And Cisca, Cisca is drawing their campaign OCs. Hey, there's Bladewood. I love that guy. He sucks. I hope he suffers a terrible end. And the Monhun monsters from Wild. There's that Frogo right there from memory, by the way, which I think is really good. They're very cool. Especially like this guy, who we found out his name is Ray Dunn or whatever. And he looks like he has a big old sandwich in his mouth, and I like that.
We're all out of footlongs.
Fresh out of footlongs, yep.
Subway was good. Sometimes.
Oh, and also I've been drawing Pokemon. I guess I'll show you. Here's the Bulbasaur line.
Ooh,
those are nice.
Sometime just to have a nice sandwich, but no, all the sandwiches are bad.
Here's the Charmander line. Shut the fuck up! I don't know what Blastoise's face looks like. I forgot to give War Turtle his tail. Everybody shut up. He has a big old tail. And other than that, we've been having a good time.
Yeah, I didn't recognize it without. Had something missing.
Shut the fuck up. It's like, oh yeah, that's all that was missing. Yeah, it's not the fact that these are all fucking grossly wrong. And these are the best ones that I've drawn yet. Caterpie and Metapod, and I gotta do Butterfree, a Pokemon that I actually think has a terrible design. So Wait, Plague knows what a Kezu looks like, right, Plague? You know what the Monster Hunter Kezu looks like?
That's the bird, right?
Yeah.
There's a whole...
Maxi? No, Maxi. Shh. Maxi. Yeah, it's a bird.
That's the bird that looks like an Aztec bird.
Like
Yeah,
a what?
exactly.
Ass to bird? A to B?
Aztec. Ass to bird. Bird to ass.
By the way, big shout outs to the video game company formerly known as A2M Games. They changed their name. I don't know why.
Yeah, why?
I don't know why they changed
Remains a
it.
mystery.
It's weird. It's a mystery. We'll never find out. We'll never know.
We'll never find out. We will never, ever.
Kitty says Butterfree's great. No, I don't like Butterfree's design. First off, his legs are just like hanging off, by the way. Which I don't I don't like that. What does he have little legs for if he just has them dangling? You never see a Butterfree walking around.
Dude, he gets tired. Leave him alone.
Well, Chippy told me to leave him alone, so my whole opinion has changed now. Chippy's made me realize that maybe I'm beating down on the underdog.
Kitty.
Why do I have legs if I use a wheelchair, Maxi? Well, hot damn, Kitty makes a really good point. My father-in-law and I bond sometimes because he watches sports for dinner, and we join him, of course, because we're a big family. And like I don't care about sports, but I've learned to understand what he sees in them, and that this is a nice bonding moment. But we were bonding over how like we both cheer for the underdog, even if it's like against the team that we're cheering for. It's just whoever has the least points, that's who I'm cheering for, always.
Yeah, that's good.
Seems like a good policy.
And I'm like, yeah, this is the way my brain works. I didn't even realize I was doing it. Me when the Golden State Warriors are down, come on, Steph Curry, you gotta save us. Me when the Golden State Warriors are up, that evil Steph Curry is just playing too good. He doesn't play fair. Anyways, there you go.
I'm certain all those things make sense
They do.
that you just said to us.
Like when Stephen Curry kicks the ball. Real good.
Yeah.
Steve, dude, what if Steve Curry appear? Okay, anyways, oh, and then Butterfree has like weirdo fucking antenna.
Yeah, what wouldn't you?
And he's got like a big feather, I think, right?
Plague.
That's him.
Plague.
That's Kezu. That's our boy Kezu.
That's Kezu right there.
We love him.
That's
I think
Kezu.
he's yellow too. He's like just big fucking yellow guy. Look at that. That's him.
Also, Kitty had to insult me saying that I'm drawing the Digimon version of Butterfree. I don't know what that means. I'm just drawing Butterfree. This is what you ask for.
This is what you asked for, having is the crown.
Butterfree kind of like hovering in there, like he just had a big meal. He had a foot long, and he was like, that was a foot worth of bread and meat. I realized, Chippy was a warrior of sand.
Not like a super ton. Like obviously I'm obsessed with banh mi.
Of course.
I mean, like, I can enjoy something like a burger.
That's fair.
I made a smashed chickpea salad for me and my mama because we had some Asiago. Okay, I'm obsessed with bagel sandwiches, so maybe I'm not a bread person, but I'm like a good bread person,
What do you mean by that?
Okay.
like
good.
bread a lot more than I do.
No. I mean, what do you mean by good bread?
Like there has to be like more to it than just being bread.
Mm.
What would you define as good bread? Like ciabatta?
Like an
Damn.
Asiago roll. I do
Okay.
enjoy a ciabatta.
How do you feel about like a whole wheat with a bunch of seeds in it?
I can enjoy it, but I'm not gonna like reach for it necessarily. You know?
Oh, the stream is offline.
No.
Well.
Oh!
But wait, I mean, like, I don't know what to tell you.
Big bread got it. Here.
I'm still streaming. Like, I'm talking to you. Like, how my internet is not dead. I'm talking to you right now.
Well, I'm restarting. It could have just been.
No, it says I have poor it says that I have poor reception. But I'm literally sending all the data that it needs. Huh. This is odd. This is odd. Strange. Wait.
Hello?
Well, the stream hasn't ended, thankfully. Now, you know what it is? It was probably it's probably Big Bread. Wait, I think we're back.
It's probably.
I think
Big
we're back.
Bread.
We're back now. It's Big Bread. It's Big Bread.
I'll be
Hello?
shocked if it isn't Big Bread.
And you know, I think that's probably where I see the world going in like the next 20 years. So.
Yeah.
The way of Big Bread.
The way of
It's
Big
really
Bread.
interesting how we found a cure for every disease while the stream was down.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Wait, the stream was down? What the hell?
I
I'm not gonna repeat what I said.
There you go. The stream. I think the stream is back now. Let me. I'm gonna wiggle my head back and forth. See if I can see what the delay is on the stream. Yeah, no. This might just straight up just be my my service provider, because like I'm sending data to the servers. I'm sending data. I don't know what to tell you. If you're in chat, please tell me your favorite fact about ancient Rome, because we all love Rome in here. Like, I can't get enough of ancient Rome.
I like the lettuce.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Can you believe people are missing this incredible content? Wait, I think we're back. Wait, hold up.
Are we back?
We are so back.
Okay, I'm looking. Oh, you know what? It's catching up. It's catching up to literally, like, seems to be stable now. But I think you guys are in the past. I think.
I was stuck in the past.
Let me refresh my preview. We're definitely
Maxi!
back. I love
It's
that.
about your chatters, Maxi. Something's gonna be done about your chatters.
What? Like, what? What's happened to our chatters? Why, are they like assholes?
No, worse.
Well, yeah.
Well, some.
It's about your chatters'
yes, some
children,
no.
Maxi. My chatter's boned? Are we in the past? You're in the past. Refresh the stream, by the way. Yeah, no, I see the preview. In the preview, we're talking about Big Bread. That's hilarious. Okay.
Remember me.
Yeah, so the thing that gets me is that, like, streaming is a fucking mystery. Cause like I'm sending like 12 megabytes per second to YouTube, and still is like, yeah, we're not getting any data. And I'm like, MFR, I can see it. I literally have a thing on my screen telling me how much data I'm sending to you. Ah, there you go. We're back. We're back now. All right, you heard about Back to the Future?
back.
Well, how about Back to the Past? Huh?
We're so back.
We're so back to the past. Can you believe they haven't tried making like a sequel?
Play the shitty games that suck ass.
Chippy, you son of a bitch. Can I-
I?
Do you think anybody out there is like watching like old movies and stuff, so like we don't have to?
I wish there was some sort of like critic or like some sort of
Yeah.
you could say like I don't want to say like a nerd but somebody that's maybe kind of like can hear my frustration or be angry about some movies or video games. They're kind of shit. They're like diarrhea shit, donkey bullshit.
Yeah, but nobody talks like that.
Yeah, nobody talks like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, gamers are very understanding people, so they wouldn't like really give in to, you know, like that kind of, you know, cheap commentary.
Well, I mean, you know, they're the most oppressed group of all.
Hold up, I have it.
The most oppressed group of all.
Never been less
Gamers.
true. Wait, more true, sorry. Whatever.
Truer. Hold up, Butterfree, you have like big old like red eyes. That's right, I forgot. There you go. This is all I was missing actually. There you go. That's
I really
definitely
like the doodles that you're doing, Cisca. You got like a lot of flow.
I'm trying not to be precious with it, thank you.
I like it.
Oh man, I
man.
love Professor Firefall. She's so cute.
I'm so annoyed.
Yeah,
She has to put up with you all the time.
my favorite part. What is the stream? Is the stream dead again? My favorite part about my first episode on your D&D campaign was how me and Samara were just mean to Firefall for no reason. Like we were really mean to her for no reason. YouTube, you have no fucking excuse. I'm sending you 15 megabytes per second. You have no right to be like, actually the stream is not working. Also, no, this on my end, the stream is cut up, by the way. So I would strongly suggest refreshing the stream. I'm sorry for the technical issues. I can't help it.
It's YouTube. They're trying to save money because they saw how much Mario Kart World's gonna be, and they said, time to save.
Yeah, all of YouTube wants to play.
Alright, who's after that? It's fucking Beedrill, babe. It's the Weedle line, okay. Maxi, we need to make a new stream. The stream is actually, finally for the first time, YouTube says that I have green bars. So, I'm not only dropping bars, they're green. Green like bananas, like in Donkey Kong Bonanza. What a great name. What a great name for a game. Okay, yeah, it looks like we're now perfectly back to the present, by the way. So, Plague, you were talking about, what, you think maybe the world, we need to have someone, maybe some sort of governing body, someone who can watch old movies for us, so we know if they're good or not.
Oh, for sure, you know, but I don't think that's happening, so we don't have any sort of like reviewer or critic or I don't know. I just want somebody
Especially
to
not
watch
for anything that's like nostalgic, you know.
Yeah, like I just want somebody to kind of like watch nostalgic stuff too, you know, like review it.
Because I don't really want to.
Yeah.
No.
Just somebody that could be angry with it.
And maybe like point out like the, you know, like the inconsistencies in these old movies, maybe. No, perhaps not.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, like,
What's
you know,
the deal with the bat credit card?
well, see, I thought it made a lot of sense at the time, but I guess now, you know, what does Weedle even fucking look like, man? I'm just giving him a big old nose and a little spike on his head.
I was thinking of making a character where it's like, because everybody loves Batman, right? Everybody loves Batman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking like, what if people like the Joker? Better yet, what if Joker had a brother?
Oh,
like,
what if what if the Joker had a brother? Dude, but I mean, like, what, you can't like give him like, he can't be like Joker too. He would have, maybe he has like a name.
It's gotta be funny. It's gotta be like Marvin or something.
Marvin!
Or Melvin!
Melvin!
It could be
name.
Melvin,
Yo.
the Joker's brother, the brother of the Joker even.
Yeah. Whoa, I think we're cooking here. I think we're cooking.
I think so.
We're walking the dog. as the coach would say. Or dog
Okay. I see where this fucking bit is going.
I turned my brain off, and then it took me a second to be like, what the fuck is Plague talking about?
Some would say they're walking the dog. You know? Some would say. Many are saying even.
Plague, you know what movie you need to get in VHS? TMNT2, The Secret of the Ooze.
Hell yeah, that's an iconic one.
That movie opens with they took the first TMNT movie, which was a very artsy independent film, and then they're like, okay, yeah, but what if it was like a summer blockbuster? And then they're like, well, but it's also for kids, so we can't have the turtles having like weapons. So instead they have Michelangelo. No, it's Donatello. It's Donatello. Donatello, instead of swinging his stick around, which is not what I thought would happen, or that I would say today. He uses a yo-yo, and he walks the dog. That's what got me thinking. He walks the dog, yeah. And he explicitly says, "Walk the dog."
You still got a yo-yo? Or am I the only one that has a yo-yo?
I have a yo-yo. I got a Duncan butterfly, baby.
Anybody in chat has a yo-yo?
I don't think I have one anymore.
Chippy, you should have a yo-yo.
I feel like I should. I feel like I'm missing out if I don't have one.
I've got something that represents my culture, and by my culture I mean trans girls.
Hey. Yo.
People are cheering, Cisca. Give the people what they want, Cisca.
No.
The people, they yearn for the kazoo.
And the children, they yearn for the mines.
I'm certain they do.
So
it looks kind of like I used marker and then I smudged it.
I'm sorry, this Weedle is like the best drawing I've done today. Holy crap.
It's pretty good.
He's just got a big old nose. That's our anthem! Also, by the way, Cisca, thank you for also doing the Evangelion theme. Thank you. I got that. I got it.
Yeah.
Then you think
it's like my go-to. It's like my go-to every time I get out the kazoo. What's a meme-worthy song? I think to myself. And like, I could sing all the songs that I'm like thinking about right now, but I don't think anyone would get my kazoo rendition of "Invisible" by Duran Duran. So on and so
that
forth.
song does go really hard though.
It's a good song. I don't know. It just gives like the cool vibe. I've seen like people do like TikToks with it.
It's really
and then showing like what's the name of that game that's coming out where like you're like walking the FedEx or something? You're the FedEx dude.
Excuse me?
The piss game.
That's Stranding too. Okay.
Yeah.
The game where you are pissing. The game where you are FedEx.
Piss Walker is a different kind of critic.
Piss Walker.
I think it was in the talk after D&D, Maxi, where I said I would rather drink piss and not in a fun way, because I feel now I have to specify that every time something is unpleasant to me, I have to specify that it's not a kink.
Unfortunately, all of your players are jackasses and meme lords, so we will. I don't feel like it's gonna do anything. I'll just be honest with you.
All right. Speaking of D&D, why don't you tell me another NPC to draw?
Ooh, another NPC to draw. Please. By the way, I want to clarify. By the way, I'm terrible with names, so don't take this personally if I don't remember a character's name. I'm bad with names. Period. It took me the entirety of Pacific Rim to remember that the name of the name of the actor who plays Hannibal Chow is in fact Ron Perlman. It took me the entire movie to remember. It is the daughter of the couple who owns the inn in the foresty area, the bunny girl.
Oh yeah, Nubla.
Nubla! That's right! She has like a cloud-based name. That's right.
Same as her dad.
That was Ron Perlman? Yeah, that was Hannibal Chow. He was just a guy. For Kitty, the surprise was realizing that, or me telling Kitty really, that Ron Perlman is also the Fallout voice man. He's in fact the one who says war never changes.
You also meet in Fallout Vegas. You also meet an NPC that is like modeled after and voiced by him.
Wait, in which Fallout game?
New Vegas.
You're not talking about the narrator, are you?
Yeah, you meet a guy who
Okay,
sounds like the narrator.
But you don't meet him.
You meet a character who is implied to be the narrator, who is voiced by Ron Perlman and looks like Ron Perlman,
okay.
and he's like ex-Legion or whatever, and his name is like Ron the Traveler or something.
Okay.
Give me that lasso. Not like that.
Oh yeah, Plague. Also, another highlight of the Switch 2 Direct yesterday is that they announced that for the Switch 2 they got the exclusive to a new FromSoft game. That's right, is Bloodborne 2.
Oh shit.
Well, it's legally distinct Bloodborne.
But it looks like Bloodborne. Like if the intention was to not make it look like Bloodborne, they fucking failed.
Naturally.
If the goal was to make people not think that it's Bloodborne, mission failed. We'll get him next time.
How you feel about that?
I think it's good. Sony has done nothing with Bloodborne for the last literally 11 years. I hate to say it, but I mean, like, I don't hate to say it, and I said it on Blue Sky as well. But the biggest winners were Bloodborne fans, because they get a new game, and also this might make Sony actually do something. Literally, the only thing Sony did with Bloodborne was have Astro, the little robot, has a Bloodborne hunter costume in his little platforming game. That's it.
Man. Imagine just sitting on gold. Ah, purple.
The Dust Bloods is gonna go the same way that Bloodborne went for me, in that I'm not gonna play it because I'm not getting a new console for one game.
That's true. I feel it's kind of a reach. I feel like it's too pricey.
I mean, like let's be entirely honest, okay? The pricing is not all Nintendo's fault.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of companies are kind of like, because didn't Rockstar already say that the new GTA is gonna be like $100 or something?
They were thinking about it. They were thinking about making it $80, but they weren't sure about it.
Well, they're probably going to. Like, if you're a company and you know there's a big demand for like a big game, why wouldn't you just do that? Why wouldn't you just sell?
I mean, like,
just overcharge your fan base?
I think that one aspect of it is that, like, volume is as important as the price of what you're selling, you know.
Yeah.
And I do think that, like, you know, it's an inherently bad business decision to charge as much as you can for everything that you're selling. Because I mean, like, case in point, the PS5 when it came out was way too expensive, and it didn't promise enough, so people slept on it. And you know, imagine how many more people would have bought the PS5 if it hadn't been so crazily out of range. And most importantly, again, like, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because people don't buy the console because it's expensive. So devs don't make games for the console because it's expensive and they won't get their returns. So the console gets nothing. You know? It's bad all the way. It's bad all the way down.
No, you make sense.
You know, and like, you know, this is why game consoles have always been sold at a loss, because it's better to get people in and get your numbers back through the software sales numbers. But you know, I mean, like, you know, I enjoy the Direct, and when I say that I like Nintendo, I have a nostalgia for their games, but I'm not, you know, I'm not some fucking corpo bootlicker. Nintendo is not unfamiliar with making terrible business decisions. I'm looking over at who's that coming over the hill? That's right, it's the Wii U, baby.
I remember the Wii.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
There's the Wii U. Like the amount of bad choices required to end up with the Wii U is outstanding. And this is coming from someone who likes the Wii U, by the way.
Yeah.
And yes, I think Amiibo Festival is actually a really good game if you only gave it a try.
Okay.
Just like Quest 64.
Han says EA has stated that they want to include ads in loading sequences. Ugh!
No.
Blah!
That sounds like EA, alright? That sounds like EA.
Oh my god. What if we made the loading screens longer because he has to load up an ad that you watch during the loading sequence? It's really funny for me because, like, we are at a point, technologically speaking, where, like, if they didn't make games so big, we could just have games with no loading sequences. But instead, they're like,
Games
no.
made by fewer people who are paid more.
No. Games are just so expensive to make, especially when you want them to make all the money in the world.
Especially when you pay your CEOs like 1,000 times more than anyone else in the company. People making the game, for example.
I feel like because they were asking what, like $80 per game. I mean, like, I feel like you have to sell me like all the DLC, everything. It has to be like a full thing, like back to,
I absolutely
like N64 era. Like I'll listen. I'll buy it if it's like expensive like that. But you're not selling me like fucking DLC. You're giving me everything.
like I have to say, I am absolutely not looking forward to. I mean, there's already games that I don't purchase because they're just way too expensive. And the key misunderstanding. Sorry, we're talking about economics now. By the way, let me zoom out while we talk about economics. Is that, like, the times in which video games went up in price synced up with when wages went up. So of course it made sense, except that the wages haven't gone up since fucking 1997. So like it isn't that, like, now we make more money, so what is now a $70 game is what we were paying for a $50 game 10 years ago. No, it's the same amount of work and effort that goes into procuring those same amount of dollars. It's a big lose-lose game for, you know, I'm not saying consumers, because people don't exist for the entire purpose of consuming things. Just people who want to engage with, you know, a particular medium. Don't feed Phil. Who's Phil?
Phil Margera for
Oh,
it's an old bit.
Oh my god. Is that what he looks like now? Jesus Christ.
No, that's just what he always looks like.
Oh,
see, that's another,
yeah, so I was thinking of Bam Margera. Thank you.
No, yeah, it's Bam's dad.
I forgot about that.
See, that's
do you remember? I remember fucking watching MTV, watching what was the name of Bam Margera's show?
Viva la Bam.
Viva la Bam! Oh my god! Remember when they did a Tony Hawk game, but it was like Tony Hawk versus Bam Margera? Like it was some sort of
No. It was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Was it?
No, it was Tony Hawk Underground.
It was Tony Hawk Underground. Yeah. And there was like beef between the two of them in the game. You picked a side.
Yeah.
You had to pick a side in the skating wars.
You could pick Johnny Knoxville in the game, I think. and Stevo.
You could play as the devil.
From the Bible.
Thank you, Chip. Fun fact, by the way, a big shout out. In Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, there was a cheat code that would allow you to play as Spider-Man. And the reason why that ever happened at all is because the company that made Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, Nethersoft at the time, also made the PS1 Spider-Man game. So they already had the model. So they were just like, hey, Marvel, can we do this? And at the time, Marvel was worth pennies. So they were like, I don't care. You know, Stan Lee is living in his mansion. He doesn't care. So that's why they just put Spider-Man in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. And he could just use a skateboard.
You don't think that Stanley was just like, Tony Hawk, that shit do be based, my guy, and just did like a bonus or something? I won, my boy Peter Parker, with you, Tony Hawk and Bob Burnquist. I want him to do the boneless.
Tony, if I can call you Mr. Hawk, I think it would be quite spectacular if my good boy Peter Parker could do the Benihana off of a half pipe. Excelsior!
Yeah.
Heroes, my boy Tony. May I call you Mr. Hawken? You're Hawken over here.
Your voice is shifting into Trump. I'll just say it now. Before he gets out of control. I'm gonna say it now.
My boy Tony. I feel like everything just shifts.
Plague is gonna hit Trump for like 5 minutes, for like 5 seconds,
No,
and
no,
immediately transfer over to Ghoul.
No, I can't do it. I can't. He's a loser. He's loser. You're a loser. So now I gotta figure up another vocal stem.
Oh yeah.
You know, we got vocal stems everywhere. You know, we'll figure it out.
Whoa, Tony.
God damn it! This is not what I wanted.
That's a cool. What you call that, Tony? You call that an ollie, Tony? Whoa, Peter, check out this cool trick. Whoa. My bad, Peter.
God damn it! I can't believe it's. I love that you always bring back Quagmire, and I'm not ready for Quagmire ever.
Peter, I think Quagmire just broke his spleen.
Who's that supposed to be? Is that Cleveland? No. Cleveland's got a different tone. He's a little sleepy. He's a little sleepy, a little deep sleepy voice. You know, he's like, wow, Peter, you won't believe this, Peter, but Quagmire put his stick in the blender again.
Quagmire just put his stick in a hole, Peter.
From the makers of A Game Where You Dig a Hole comes a brand new A Game Where You Put Your Dick in a Hole.
I'd play it.
Chippy, don't pretend it's already in your game library. I can see you booting up Steam.
Yeah.
Dick blending simulator.
Yeah, I just play that in real life.
Wait. What did Chippy mean by that? What did Chippy mean by that? I love sometimes that we just do like the full cut to silence, like we are animatronics at a amusement park, and we're resetting back to the start of like our performance.
Oh my god.
or like we're just animatronics in the line that people are waiting to get on the ride, and we're part of the lore. This is the Dick Rider 9000. The Dick Blender 9000?
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to that, technically I did kind of used to work at I guess you could call it a theme park, but not really. I mean, I would suit up as a mascot.
You used to wear a mascot suit. That's true. I think you can say where it was. It's not like it matters. The company's gone.
We'll just say it's Disneyland or something.
Yeah, you worked at Disneyland.
Yeah, I worked at Disneyland. Yeah, I still have the mascot in my closet.
Yeah. That's my favorite part. is that when the company went under, they never asked for the suit back, so you just kept it.
Should I just say fuck it? Yeah, I worked at Toys R Us.
Yeah, Plague worked at Toys R Us.
Oh my god.
Just like me and Jonathan Davis.
Yeah. So Plague has a Jeffrey suit. That's Plague's first suit, by the way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, he just has that. He just has that in his closet.
Yeah.
He
It has
still
some
has
crazy
it.
ass stories there. Do you want me to get into some crazy ass stories?
Dude,
Since I already-
if you're comfortable, go for it.
Well, I mean, when we went under, I remember that we started like hiding shit underneath the shelves.
Was
And,
there a reason for that?
that the store went under?
No. That you were hiding shit on the. That
That's
isn't.
why the store went under.
That's right, baby. Back to economics talk. That's right.
Plague knows the exact reasons.
I did it. Well, because little by little, like, oh, I think the stream's dying a little.
I'm sending all the data. I fellas, I think it's
Mr.
YouTube today.
Mr. Jeffrey said, no, we gotta stop him. But yeah, like shit was starting to go like 50% off and 30% off. Oh.
Go on.
Yeah.
And like we started like hiding like PlayStation games and like PlayStation 4s.
Hell yeah.
Underneath the shelves. I never bought any, but I would just kind of hide them for my coworkers. So like previous associates that used to work there would come in at the end, and I just kind of let him purchase them and shit. So
Okay. All right.
I think he ended up buying like a PlayStation 4 or 3. I forgot what time it was.
It must have
Or,
been
like-
PS4, I think.
For like maybe like $50 or something crazy. Like that.
Dude, that's crazy. Oh, Kitty says that's how I got your Cosmic 3DS for cheap, baby. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, Kitty also worked at Toys R Us, by the way. It was
that's a fun fact.
traumatizing for everyone
Was Toys R Us
involved.
Kaiba Corp, or was that a different?
That's what
place?
Kaiba Corp was, by the way.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I always assumed it was like Target, but
Really? Why did you assume Target?
I don't know. I think it's because Kitty often talked about getting Pokemon cards from their work, and I associate Pokemon cards with Target for some reason.
I can see that.
Look at the panel Chippy's drawing.
Yo,
Fucking Chippy's too fucking
that's
powerful, man.
crazy.
Thank you.
Chippy's too
I like
powerful.
the way that you bordered it with the flowers.
Yeah.
cool.
It needed a little something.
Need something, you might as well make it pretty.
I had no clue that Chippy didn't have a tablet with a screen on it. Holy shit.
No, I've had the same. I've only had 2 tablets. And the first one was one that I took from my sibling, and that was like a Wacom 2. Like, that's how old it was. And I had that until like my senior year high school, maybe.
Okay.
And then my mama bought the bamboo off of that same sibling's partner.
Dude. Was it Doug's
I don't know,
partner?
I
Was it
just-
Doug? Was it Doug?
No, other sibling.
The funny thing is that like I only know you have one sibling, so I'm like Chippy could. No, you're like you have like 3 siblings.
I have 2.
You have 2
I'm the
siblings.
baby.
I guess you're 3 in you're 3 in total. Yeah. Is Douglas
the
the middle
baby.
or the eldest?
Doug is the middle.
That's why Douglas and I get on. You know, that's why I feel like we have a bond. You know, because I'm also the middle kid. Chippy hates this bit, by the way.
My God.
Maxi, do you remember how many siblings I have?
You have a total of 5. So you're 5 together. All of you are 5. No, it's 7.
No.
6.
No. Yes.
Got him. First try, baby.
Got him in 3. They say the third try is the deepest. I don't know.
Wait, hold up.
Hold.
What does this mean by that?
Well, you know.
And this Beedrill just realized that its stinger does kind of look like a penis, so they're kind of bashful about it.
Well, that's
I would
okay,
be
little
too.
buddy. Lots of people
would
have
be too.
penises.
Don't worry, it's not a permanent condition.
Yeah.
The stream is stable.
I got a question for you.
Yeah,
Max.
yeah. What's up? How many horses can we feed on this
Hopefully-
stable stream? I wouldn't know.
Hope it's not too personal. But
Yeah, what's up?
last week I saw you purchasing a Fanta when we went to Burger King.
I did in fact purchase a Fanta last week. You're correct. Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite orange soda?
My favorite orange soda. Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? I hate to do it to them. If you're a Crush enjoyer, I want you to check yourself.
I heard the first letter of that, Maxi.
You heard the first letter of that? Am I cutting off?
No,
You
I knew what you were hesitating to say.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Maybe that's for the day.
I don't. This, of course, I'm being facetious. Of course, I don't think ill of anyone based on their soda preferences. I can hate you for other reasons. I don't like Crush soda.
Anybody?
I don't like Crush. Crush is bad. I think Fanta is honestly the best. I'm sorry.
When was
back
the
to
last time you had a Crush soda, though? When was the last time you had? A Crush
high
soda?
school, and I haven't tried it since because it sucked ass.
I only bring this up because recently, I started trying to, because I saw you get that Fanta, and then I was like, you know what? I'm feeling like a Fanta. So I went to get a Fanta at the Target. When I was doing like groceries. And you know what? Fanta's not. I don't know. I didn't really like it, to be honest.
The thing for me is that like a citrusy soda has to be refreshing. It has to be refreshing, and I feel like Fanta is the only one that gets there. I don't like Sunkissed either. I don't like orange Sunkissed. I'm sorry.
You don't like
there.
Sunkissed?
I don't.
So here's the next thing, because I wasn't a big fan of the Fanta. All that I've been drinking is I've been grabbing different orange sodas this whole week, so I can make like a tier list. And I'll tell you this: I haven't had Crush, but I want to find like some sort of vending machine or somebody that has Crush. But Sunkissed so far, it's winning. Sunkissed is really good.
Is Sunkissed part of like a Pepsi family flavor or like a Coca-Cola?
No, that's where you're wrong. So I'm like, Sunkissed tastes. I was like, Sunkissed tastes actually like really good. And it's very citrusy. It's very orangey.
Okay.
And I was doing some checking. I'm like, who owns Sunkissed?
Yeah,
it's the same company that owns Squirt.
Wait,
which is the same company that owns Dr. Pepper.
Dude, Maxi, that's right, by the way, in case you're wondering who owns Squirt, that's right. Dude, could you imagine if you could just, like, patent a bodily fluid? Anyways, Kirin chat says, I'm gonna buy you a bunch of orange soda and blindfold you. Okay, this is getting kind of kinky. Okay, what happens next, Kirin? Anyways,
God damn it.
Remember to drink orange soda safely.
I remember, it's very important to play it safe. This does feel like a Cisca situation. Cisca could have probably written this scene in the D&D campaign. That's right. That's right. Blightwood blindfolds you and ties you to a chair, and then me and Algernon are just vibrating in our seat, just being like, don't make a sex joke, don't make a sex joke, don't make a sex joke.
See, do you really think he's the type to tie down? Do you think it's not the other way around?
So you're asking me if I can... Let me put Blightwood on the screen. You assume that he's a power bottom because he's a little freak. He works for the fucking Black Circus. He's absolutely a freaking switch. He shows up there for ball busting Sundays. He's there for
Jesus.
He also loves Shibari Saturdays. You know, he's there for everything.
Anybody want to grab a Shibata Sunday?
Thank you.
Great.
I'm more of a focaccia Friday.
I love focaccia. Oh, focaccia. I'm sorry.
I want to make focaccia.
Oh my god, focaccia is so like I could just eat focaccia by itself. Kitty says, "I wish stream wasn't stuttering." I do too. Man, that sucks. Let's see. What is YouTube saying?
Kitty, we are stuck in the computer.
Computer?
Why is the bit? What happened? Hold up, give me a second. The bitrate is 12 kilobytes per second? What the fuck? Why are you 12 kilobytes per second?
Maxi, what are you downloading?
Are you downloading Marble Rivals?
Yeah, you're
What if-
downloading Marvel
Download
Rivals.
speed doesn't affect upload speed. What are they uploading?
What am I uploading?
Oh.
Alright, well,
Are you torrenting Viva la Band, Max?
I might be torrenting a bunch of
Damn it,
Viva La
Maxi.
Bam on stream. Okay, I don't know. Did OBS update by itself? Because somehow my yeah, that's weird. No, I think it's
Does it do
YouTube. It's broken again. All right. Can I have one stream where I hang out with my friends and nothing weird happens? I mean, like technically speaking, weird stuff is gonna happen because we're all freaks. But especially Cisca. Oh, Cisca's just so. There's the bunny girl. I love that bunny girl.
Look, Maxi, I drew the Firekeeper and Selen from Elden Ring.
Oh, I love them. Especially Selen, to whom nothing bad ever happens.
Nah.
Holy shit. My friends are so fucking talented. Holy shit.
That being said, I'm kind of done.
Yeah, it's almost time for us to get out of here. Jesus, coworker got me boba? Dude! Boba confirmed? Chippy,
Wow.
again, I'm bad with names. What's the name of the third member of the DK crew that isn't the Shorty or Graves?
That's Cassio.
That's Cassio! Yeah, Cassiopeia.
Yeah, and the shorty is Ami.
Ami, that's right.
Amira.
That's right. So good. I love all of your OCs, Chippy.
Thank you.
They're all very
Yeah.
good.
They are.
Slaps Graves' ass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This one could. Wait, hold up. This bit. I'm realizing what it implies. I'm walking it back. I'm deleting that sentence. I was gonna do the bit where you slap the hood of the car and you're like, this X could fit so many Ys, and then I'm just kind of like, hold up. How many hot dogs do you think Graves could eat in a hot dog eating contest?
He would eat one. He's very neutral to any food that isn't sweet.
Really?
Yeah, he's just like, it's food.
So if it was a bunch of eclairs, they would just.
Oh yeah, he'd go to town.
They would fuck a bunch. They would just go crazy.
Yeah.
I could go for an eclair now that I think about it. Kitty says in chat, Graves strikes me as a non-hot dog enjoyer. You mean a hot dog hater?
No. A cold dog enjoyer, meaning he loves cold sausages.
No.
I know that it's kind of like a sin to consume sausages cold, but sometimes it kind of hits, you know what I'm saying? Chat says no, Maxi.
Your cold wieners
I
out
don't
here.
care.
Cold wieners! Anybody want some cold wieners? Can't call yourself a wiener if you don't got yourself a cold wiener.
Any monster hunters over there wonder wiener?
All right,
My
fellas.
grandpapa used to cook them wieners cold back in the day.
My grandpappy.
Grandpappy?
Speaking of southern accents, not terrible because it's not bad. Big shouts to, by the way, Cisca's partner Ronnie, who's been playing Red Dead Redemption, a game that feels so anti-Ronnie that is hilarious to watch them play it. I love that Ronnie has a little cowboy hat they wear when they play. It's great.
Yeah.
Been thinking about Ronnie's little accent there. Got that little southern twang. And
I
says,
was lucky enough to be taught American English in school while I was taught British English.
Kitty says Cowboy Ronnie is perfect and can do no wrong. I agree.
Well,
yeah,
well,
and that's all there is to it, fellas. I think it's time for us to get out of here. We've had enough technical difficulties for a day. I gotta check my freaking bit rate, but that's life. That's life. I want to say a big thank you to my incredible, beautiful, amazing, sexy friends for joining me today. I'm gonna hit you with a plague, a chips, and a cisca command in chat. Please consider supporting my friends, and also you can support the stream by going to mkirin.itch.io and downloading my games. It would mean a lot to me. You can support me through coffee, check the description, etc, etc, etc. My good friends, is there anything you would like to pimp out and or talk about, get people to check out? I know Chippy's commissions are currently closed because they just finished.
No, they're open.
They're open. Oh, that's right. You opened them for 2 seconds. You opened them for 2 seconds. You opened them for 2 seconds, and a celebrity was standing outside.
Yeah.
That's fucking incredible.
I have my chibi services and my outfit illustration services open.
But please check out if you would like to commission Chippy, whose incredible art is on display right here. And this is Chippy just fucking around, by the way, which is incredible. Please check out Chippy's art. Of course, Cisca's partner Ronnie streams. They'll be streaming tomorrow, I believe. I'm not, but please still check them out. That is Ronnie, also known as Moontomes. And Plaguesworth, is there anything you want to pimp out, Plague?
Number 1 movie in America coming out tomorrow. No, honestly, no, thank you everybody for chilling here. Everybody's super talented, so it was fun. Yeah, it was very relaxing stream. So
yeah, maybe not the technical difficulties, but nonetheless, it's still very relaxing. I love yapping with my friends and just being silly. You're all very incredibly talented. It's heartwarming, especially living in a world where there's fucking generative AI bullshit. It just warms my heart to see my incredibly talented friends making art. That being said, I was gonna say something else and I forgot. Leave a comment, leave a 5-star review in the comments for fun. Don't worry about it. Hee hee. And with that, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I won't be streaming the rest of this week, but I know me will be streaming on Sunday with Chippy, catching all the horses in Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, we have 2 horses left.
You gotta catch them all. I don't even know what they're doing, but you know what? Go check them out. Find out for yourself. Do your own research. Do your own research, okay?
Yeah, do your own research.
And with
educate yourself.
We're out of here. Everybody, please say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, we're in the end of the stream. Hey everybody, support the stream. You know what to do. Anyways, now my guests, you're entitled to making each of you one comment that could get me in trouble.
Dog walking. What the dog walking doing? What the
doing?
What the
You know
dog
what?
doing?
I'm gonna draw a card for Maxi. See what they get.
Yo, what's my tarot read for the day?
What, you wanna
I
say
can't
so?
believe, Maxi, I pulled the creeper.
Yeah.
It's the Queen of Staves inverted.
Hell yeah. The staves,
not good.
personal growth. You know, I want to spend more time, doing some art, and maybe I could appeal towards, members of my community, representing tradition, foundations. Maybe I should, spend more time with my creative friends. I think you're right, Cisca.
Says here egocentricity, isolation, and negative attitude. So what do it for that, Maxi?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm a piece of shit. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm a piece of shit.
Maxi, unfortunately, I also drew a card for you, and it's just like a picture of like some dude, and they're like in a hot air balloon, and it's like flying into a bunch of spikes. I don't know what that means.